Good morning, I'm Nate Puterball, their sports update. The NBA draft was last night, and with the first overall pick, the Wizards took BYU's A.J. Dubasa. Kansas's Darren Peterson didn't wait long, going number 2 to the Jazz. The Cleveland Cavaliers selected UConn's Alex Caravan at number 29. The Cincinnati Reds fell at home last night 2-0 to the Brewers. Milwaukee's Brendan Sorsby had a career-high 10 strikeouts. They'll square off again today at 7-10. The Cleveland Guardians have fallen a game behind the White Sox in the AL Central after dropping their game in Chicago 2-1. They'll continue that series this afternoon at 2:10. Busy World Cup action today sees Bosnia Herzegovina take on Qatar, Canada versus Switzerland, Haiti square off with Morocco, Brazil and Scotland, South Korea versus South Africa, and Mexico taking on Chechnya. This update brought to us by Ramos Roofing. Request your free roof or exterior assessment today at RamosRoofingOhio.com. Ramos Roofing, reliable, local, built right. Bringing sports news and weapons to the fan, Ohio Sports Destination.
Breakfast time!
Hello, welcome to T-Bone and Tyvis. Can I take your order?
Just want a little breakfast.
Hey, you want some crabs? Because I got some of them.
Get ready to drive through the intersection of football, food, and fun.
Come on, Joe!
Featuring producer Dylan.
We're the 5 best rappers of all time.
Special guests.
You serious?
And you. Wake up.
For what?
It's time for T-Bone and Tyvis.
Welcome in. Happy Wednesday to you. What's up? I'm T-Bone. He is Tyvis. Good morning, Tyvis. Go to hell. How are you?
Wagwan.
Wagwan. Indeed. It's an Ask Tyvis Wednesday. You can tweet us your questions for Tyvis at Bone and Tyvis 971 on Twitter, or go to YouTube 971 The Fan. Click on T-Bone and Tyvis, and then you'll be in the chat. Join everybody in there. Get an early start to your morning in the chat, and get your questions in. We'll do that at 7:30. How'd it go yesterday? How's baby time treating you right now?
He's doing well. Again, as I walked out this morning, he started to wake up a little bit. And I was like, because I try to be as quiet as possible as I'm getting dressed and trying to get up out the house. And as I was shutting the door, I heard him moving around and starting to scream a little bit. And I was like, oh, was that me?
Let me tell you right now. Yes, it was. 100%. Yes, of course it was you. Not through any fault of your own. I mean, you're getting up and moving around as is your custom to do.
Tiptoeing.
Yeah, of course. But I'm saying babies can sense stuff like that.
I guess.
Are we still in the bassinet stage, I presume? He's so little. He's still in the room, I'm gussing, next to you and mom. Right, okay.
Yep.
Right, okay. So that makes sense. That's easiest way to do that. I forgot about this until now. I've been thinking about all the stuff that we, had when we had kids.
You gotta redo everything.
Isn't that the craziest part where you've done this twice now?
But you gotta relearn everything all over again, and it's yeah.
I'm remembering the first time we took any of our kids from the bassinet little whatever thing, cradle thing in the room to now they're going to sleep in a separate room.
Correct.
And the amount of nerves the first time we did that, where it's you had baby monitors. We had we had a camera, but this is 15 years ago. My oldest is more than that. I mean, she's going to be 16 coming up here in September. The cameras then were, they had the giant videotapes in them that you had to change out. Not really. I'm just saying super old is what I'm saying. But these cameras, we were so nervous because it looked like closed circuit television. It's just black and white, like you'd see on a surveillance camera at a gas station.
Yeah. And
it's this is how you're watching the biggest thing in your life, hopefully, be fine. But you're at every moment we kept waking back up and be well,
it's different now because you got cameras, you got the outlet sock that we put on him.
What's that?
That is the thing that tells you his breathing and what he's doing in the night and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if something was to happen, it would alert you.
My gosh, that's great.
Yeah.
So it's
my wife is actually she's being very extra cautious because this is the last one.
Yeah,
so
sure.
she's being extra cautious and taking all these extra measures that she didn't do necessarily for the other two.
Well,
so
you got advanced analytics now.
So she loves this one more.
Yep, pretty much. You know that mother-son relationship. Yeah,
that's good. Totally understood there. It's the father-daughter relationship too. Same kind of thing, right? Where they just wrapped around your finger. They've got you like wrapped around the finger.
I wouldn't say they got me wrapped around
they
my
will.
finger.
Don't worry.
I'm more lenient towards
That's
that.
what I'm saying. Right. Yeah. And that's probably how she'll be with him.
But that's not true. I feel like I'm more of an aggressor than my wife. Like I feel like my wife let him get away with stuff more.
Oh yeah? I thought you just said you were more lenient.
It depends on the situation.
Okay.
Like I'm one of those that like if you do something bad, like I'll give you the warning.
Mm-hmm.
My wife would give you 5 warnings, but I'll give you a warning. If you do it again and I catch you, it's on.
Well, that means you're not more lenient. That means you are like more strict. So see, I
wouldn't say I'm strict though.
What?
I wouldn't say that I'm strict.
You give a warning, and then it's like, all right, the warning happened. Now it's over. If you're saying your wife gives like 5 warnings, that's different.
My kids got something called sense, where like they like, all right, if he gave me the warning this time, I'm not going to do it again.
Are you saying maybe you're a little later on before you'll give the warning? Like you might let a little bit more go on before you say, hey, that's enough.
Right.
She might start off earlier and saying, knock it off. I'm really serious. And
Correct.
Then you both get to the same point where you're like, okay, now it's punishment time.
Yes.
But you will let all that other stuff go before you give the verbal warning.
Correct.
I gotcha.
Because once I say something, like, that's it.
That's like referees, though. Right? No. I'm sure you had a referee at some point.
They give you the red card and they put it in your face.
I love that you found out about red cards yesterday. I was glad I could bring that knowledge to you. But no, like when you were playing football, did you have a ref that might say to like a corner who's very, let's say, hands-on, might say, hey, enough of that. Don't do it.
This is conversations that we going to have before we even take a snap. I'm going to holler at you before the game. Like,
okay.
Let me know. Like, if I do this, that, and the third, how do you feel about that?
Yeah.
And he'll say, if it's a little hand fighting going on, I'm going to let y'all play. Or if it's, I don't know, if you extend the arm and all that, I'm calling it and all that. So it's like you really got to test it.
But you had to have guys that you had those conversations, and then like first series of the game, something that you think is pretty much okay, they like whistle it, and you're like, oh. That's where we're at today.
Not necessarily.
Like, no? Okay.
Because I kind of knew the rules.
Okay.
And I'm not egregious.
Oh, okay.
You gotta, if you're going to grab the receiver, you got to be smooth with it. And that's the thing. So, like, even when I was in Seattle as a rookie and I would go up against Doug or Jermaine Kearse, like, they would tell you, like, all right, this is what you got to do.
Yeah.
This is how you got to do it. You got to grab it low, and it's got to be quick. It's a little quick tug. You can't hold it, because if you hold it, the ref going to see it. You got to just a quick tug. So, like, I knew these things going into the game, and when I tested it, I was like, oh, yeah, they was right about that.
I feel like I've watched, like, enough, just in all different sports. I mean, I've been watching a lot of World Cup lately with soccer referees. I'll see it where it's, you'll see a referee let a lot of stuff go, and then they blow a whistle for a foul. If you do that same thing again, he's given a yellow card. He's not messing around. But then I'll see other refs who blow the whistle 27 times, but they give out no yellow cards. And I'm like, well, if you don't want them to keep doing this, maybe punish them.
And like 2 yellow cards equals a red.
Yes, you get thrown out of the game if you get your second. So that's okay. But 1 yellow card usually is enough to get guys to be like, all right. Because then they don't want to get thrown out of the game. They don't want to miss the next game. That kind of stuff.
See what this yellow card, what the results in the yellow card. Because I seen yesterday what results in a red. I need to see what it results in the yellow.
Well, yellow is like, it can be persistent infringement is one of the terms they use. And what that means is like, you're a perpetual line stepper. You keep doing little things over and over and over. I've seen this before. The refs will do this. Every soccer fan has seen this. Referee will come up and point to a player. He will pull out he'll be reaching for the yellow card. And he will point to different parts of the field, and he will go over there, over there, over there, over there, enough. And then he pulls out the yellow card and is like, this wasn't because any one thing you did was super bad. You just did enough that now I'm saying I've seen enough. You're getting a accumulation of stupid yellow cards.
The yellow card is the equivalent of the idiot tax.
Yeah, it really is. It's like, and then sometimes a yellow card is like, hey, if I don't really hammer this guy, he's going to go in and score. So I have to foul this guy like a flagrant foul on a basketball play, like where if you're on, like what's the where you have a breakaway foul and they just
clear path.
Yeah, where there's times, well, they have a clear path foul in that
Or
gets you a red
talking
card.
about
But
the transition foul.
there's something that like you would have in soccer where it's like, no, this isn't a clear goal scoring opportunity, but you can tell really quickly if they don't foul this guy here, he's going to get free and it's going to be bad. So like one of the better players might just say, I'm going to eat this yellow card because I have to, because I don't want to give up a goal. So that sometimes
Seems
that
like
happens.
it's a smart thing to do.
Yeah. Anyway, more soccer discussion. That's what you tuned in for. Coming up later.
Yeah,
But
shout out to my boy Cristiano Ronaldo.
yeah, I get text, but 2 goals yesterday for him. 2 goals from him.
I was thinking about that.
I said that. I'm watching that. I said it yesterday. I said, this guy's washed. He's done. He's bad. And I knew it. As soon as I said it, I'm like, you watch today. He's going to go out and score. And sure he did. Not just one. Scored 2 goals yesterday. Portugal got it done. They beat, I believe it was Uzbekistan. So they're back. They feel good. They made some other changes to their lineup, but there were questions of whether or not they were going to bench this guy. You can't bench Cristiano Ronaldo, but there were discussion points from their lunatic fringe basically saying maybe we should. No, they did not, and he scored 2 goals. And then all the interviews he did was like, yes, it was the roughest week of my life, but I am back now, and everything is good. And it's just like, all right, man. Like, people said you looked bad on the field because you did. You were, like, taking away opportunities from other
I seen
guys.
something that said him and Messi, the only 2 to scored 6 straight World Cups.
Well, he's the only one, I think, to score in 6 straight World Cups. I feel like maybe Messi had one where he didn't score, but they both have scored. Yes, like, they both went, I believe this is correct. I got to look this up. It was a stat that was almost too good to believe, like too serendipitous to believe. I want to say that because their first World Cup, both those guys, Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, first World Cup was 2006. Okay.
Dang, they've been going
Both of
for
them.
a while.
Here you go. This is from ESPN FC, which is their soccer like vertical for ESPN. The longest time ever between a player's first and latest World Cup goal. Okay. Cristiano Ronaldo, 20 years and 11 days between his first goal and the one he scored, the 2 he scored yesterday. Okay. Lionel Messi, the time between his first goal and his most recent goal in the World Cup that he scored the day before,
20 years.
20 years and 11 days. It is identical. We will never see anything like this again, folks. Like, 2 guys who are at the level of what they've been for the years that they have played. I still think Messi's the GOAT. I don't think that's a question. Ronaldo's fine, but I don't think he's on that level. However, the fact they both played this long, they're both still scoring goals. It's incredible. It's an incredible tournament. I've been
These 2 really, it's like they really get compared like that.
it's
Like
all the time.
Breakdowns I
It's
see
all the time.
This is like LeBron and Jordan.
Dude,
this is ridiculous.
I want to tell you right now, if you think Shador fans are annoying or like Shador fans can be a little over the top with their takes,
they
multiply them by 1 million. And that is Cristiano Ronaldo fans. Like, that is
not Messi though.
Well, Messi fans probably are too, but they're right. So that's the difference. All right. Yeah, we had the NBA draft last night. A local kid did well. We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Wednesday. For our drivers in New Albany, we are, seeing a disabled vehicle, 161 eastbound, just beyond that Hamilton Road area. That right shoulder is blocked, and yes, it is causing you some slowdowns, 36 miles per hour for your drive times. When you're passing that scene, though, we are still seeing traffic really picking up this morning. Seems like everyone is leaving the house right now, especially 161 eastbound over by Beach Road, especially slower once you're passing that 62 split. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your fan traffic.
Dip it, dunk it, smother it. It's queso gone wild at Hothead Burritos. Try our new loaded potatoes covered in queso and topped off with hardwood smoked bacon, burritos, bowls, nachos, and more. Hothead Burritos. Get up and get you some queso.
Factory direct is really pretty simple. The factory sells it directly to the consumer. I mean, we build it. There's nothing that anybody else does. We have stations where everybody touches the window. Everyone sees what's going on. So if there's an issue, we catch it as it's going down the line. That's probably the biggest thing, is the ability to make sure what goes out the door is what I want to go out the door.
Visit Rosati Windows by the end of this month and get 35% off all windows and doors.
The buzz is real at Zumbizi Bay's award-winning conservation tower. 3 all-new water slides. One thrilling experience. Make your splash at ZumbiziBay.com.
Hey, it's Bo Bishop here. If you've been thinking about an RV, now is the time at RCD RV. They've got over 850 RVs in stock. Motorhomes, fifth wheels, travel trailers from trusted brands like Cougar, Georgetown, Springdale, Forest River, and Salem. Trade values are sky high right now, and every RV purchase from RCD RV comes with a $500 ODNR gift card for your next Ohio State Park getaway. This limited time event ends June 27th, so don't wait. Visit RCD RV or shop now at rcdrv.com.
This is Gordon Miller for Miller Lending, the original home of the no-cost mortgage. As a third-generation family-owned business, I learned early on the importance of relationships and always looking out for the best interest of the consumer. So back in 1987, I witnessed firsthand how closing costs worked and did not like what I saw. Averaging upwards of $15,000, the cost of refinancing was so high, it prevented borrowers from lowering their payment, while the cash to close on a purchase was doubled. That's insane. So 39 years ago, I developed a loan option without any cost at all. Instead of using your money, we used the lender's money. The result? A zero closing cost mortgage. Fast forward to today, and we've now saved consumers over $500 million in needless fees. So before you hand your money over to your lender, call Miller Lending and see why a no-cost loan is right for you. 877-9-NO-COST, or simply apply online at nocostmortgage.com. Miller Lending is an equal housing lender and MLS number 250-2146.
Your plate is full every morning, thanks to the $6 Tim's Trio from Tim Hortons. Freshly brewed coffee, a hearty breakfast sandwich with a freshly cracked egg, and a daily baked donut. All of that for just $6. Yeah, that is a full plate for sure, but it's one less thing on your plate to worry about. So enjoy it to its fullest. The $6 Tim's Trio, only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons, at participating U.S. restaurants.
Hey folks, it's game day and the betting's gonna be intense, Drew.
You said it, Dave, but a good pregame routine keeps betting responsible.
That's right, you gotta pause before you play.
Good call. Sports betting is hot, but it can be risky.
And pausing to set limits is an all-star move.
That's right, Dave. If you bet on sports, pause before you play to set limits, recognize the risk, and know when to stop.
Learn more at pausebeforeyouplay.org.
Getting a speeding ticket can ruin your day. But what about that cyclist or the pedestrian crossing the street? If you hit them while speeding, you'll do more than just ruin their days. That's why tickets are more than just a fine. They're a second chance. A reminder of what's on the line when you're behind the wheel. You won't get a do-over every time. So take this as your sign to follow the speed limit every drive. Speeding slows you down. Paid for by NHTSA.
The Fan has a secret radio station. It's called The Fan 2. You can listen to the Bob and Tom Show, Jim Rome, and Buckeye stuff. Why do they pay me big money to whisper? The Fan 2 is on the Fan's HD2 channel and streaming on the Fan app. You're welcome. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 weather impact forecast. I'd grab a light jacket as you head out the door, as it will be very refreshing this morning with wake-up temperatures in the 50s. But this afternoon, a summer day with mostly sunny skies and highs in the low 80s. For tonight, skies turn partly cloudy overnight with our lows down into the 60s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 weather impact forecast.
If you haven't thought about Buckeye football today, I'm sorry to tell you that you're dead. Our condolences. Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan. Tyvis Powell is a legendary Buckeye. T-Bone loves to eat Buckeyes. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Ask Tyvis anything coming up at 7:30. You can ask us your Tyvis questions right now. YouTube chat, 971 The Fan on YouTube. Click on T-Bone and Tyvis, and then you'll be right in the chat along with LW, Rusty, Alex. Good morning to all of you. Thank you guys for always locking in early. We always appreciate seeing that. Alex, didn't he have a hot take Wednesday, which isn't a thing, but you know what? Today we'll let it go. What's
his hot take Wednesday? The NFL won't have a supplemental draft for Sorsby because they don't see him as an NFL talent. They did for Pryor because they saw his talent and potential.
Maybe. I mean, here's my quick thought on that, because obviously if you didn't see this news, it came down yesterday. You were actually, I believe, on the phone with Rothman and Ice.
Yeah.
Or on your baby monitor, according to
him, yes.
Because your phone kept breaking up.
Which I don't understand. I was standing outside.
I know, but those baby monitors, they do have like radio frequencies that mess with phones. I don't know why. But anyway, you were on with them, and then your phone kind of cut out right when you were going to the start of the interview. And as they were getting ready to talk to you, they said, well, hey, we got some breaking news here. Brendan Sorsby not going to be able to go to the NFL in a supplemental draft because the NFL released a letter saying, hey, sorry, bud, we're not doing a supplemental draft this year. That's our decision. Sorry for your luck. Anyway, good luck with your career. Have fun. We'll see you next year in the draft. So there's a lot to unpack from that. But the one thing I took away from it more than anything was I don't think it's about Brendan Sorsby. I think it's about the NFL saying, you don't tell us what to do. We decide what we want to do. And we don't feel pressured by the fact that you, one, gambled on sports, two, hired every lawyer you could to get you to play college football. Three, when the NCAA said, no, you can't play college football, you then ran to the first judge you can find who would get a ruling for you. Mm-hmm. And then the state attorney general got involved. Like, this is all over one guy who may not even be good at playing quarterback. Like, that was my reason why I said they did it. I can no, but I'm not. Do you think if it's Arch Manning, they turn a blind eye? If Arch Manning did gambling, exactly illegal, NCAA said everything, they would turn a blind eye. I think Sorsby is the perfect candidate for them to drop the hammer on somebody to discourage people of the future. Because he's just not that good. He's good, but he's not good enough. But are we watching? Arch Manning did this, are we watching the same Arch Manning? He would have the supplemental draft. Tyvis, are we watching the same Arch Manning? Yeah. Did you watch him down the stretch? Yeah, when he was like no stakes and most of those teams were bad. Yeah, you're looking at the first like 5 weeks of the season. Yeah, when they played the good teams. Yeah, he turned it around for the rest of the year. Okay, all right. I'm just saying, like, there are still tons of questions about his game next year. Like, everybody's got him. They had him penned last year as the number one quarterback going into the draft, and then he didn't perform, and so now he came back for another year of school. He could have gone in this year's draft. He wasn't good enough. I'm saying I don't think the NFL is looking at it going, oh, if this guy was a can't-miss talent, we're letting him in. I genuinely think they looked at this and said, you don't get to just use us as your fallback option. We're the NFL. You're trying to transfer from Cincinnati to Texas Tech, not exactly the blue bloods of college football. And then when that didn't work out and everybody hammered you, now you want to come to the NFL? Oh, and by the way, you have a problem that is one of the few problems the NFL will absolutely not ignore. They will ignore, you can beat the hell out of whoever you want to, man, woman, child. They don't care. If you can run or pass the football, they'll let you play. They'll find somebody who will give you an excuse. They'll get a softball interview for you. They'll let you back on the field. But if you gamble on sports now, that is the one they will not let you back on the field for. So I'm saying the NFL decided, why don't we let this guy really get his treatment for his gambling addiction? If he's so addicted, let him go get it fixed, and then we'll have him come in.
I also think that's a really easy stance for the NFL to take when all the teams say we're not willing to give up more than like a 6th-round pick for the guy.
See, I don't know what these teams are, because if you listen to the media up in Cleveland, they were convinced like, oh my God, you have to go get him. And I think those people are crazy. I think they're insane too. I agree with you. I want to be clear that I don't know that they represent the institutional thinking in Berea. I am saying anyone in Cleveland that was having that notion, the media up there was like they were talking about Sorsby like he's just a can't miss prospect. You gotta understand that in Cleveland they have not had a quarterback, and anytime they see the potential of a future first round pick, they want to jump on it. You know, they want to have that type of talent on the roster. So that's all that's about. I do know that, and I do know that also feels like that's why if a quarterback comes up, it's always Browns, Jets. Yeah, right, exactly. Because what is the common thread between both those franchises? Desperation. Correct. Desperation. They desperately think they need a quarterback. Yeah, it's like a guy who's been in prison for 20 years. He gets out and. Yes, there's a very problematic person maybe that they are attracted to, but that person is like the first person they see and they're like, I am desperate. I will do anything, please. Like, because it's been a while is all I'm saying. But Stained. I truly believe that
like how Nico tried to do Tennessee, and Tennessee was like, "You're not good enough to demand. I'm not playing in the spring game unless I get paid X amount of dollars." Like, and they was like, "No, you're not good enough for that to happen."
Yeah.
So they like let him walk, and they made an example. So people at Tennessee is like, "Oh, well, they doing this. If they didn't give him the money, then I know I ain't gonna be able to pull that."
So,
stuff.
but
so I think with Sorsby, he is just not good enough that the gambling thing is to discourage people from gambling, period. It's, oh, my goodness, this is a guy who potentially was a first-round pick. If I'm a player and I see they did Sorsby like this, then I know they're not going to let me slide.
Well,
like, he's just the right person.
I can agree with that part of, like, I don't know, though. I tend to believe the NFL, and again, I have no love for the NFL front office. I don't think that Roger Goodell is, like, a great human being or any of that stuff. He's not my guy.
$50 million a year or something like that.
We might be selling that low. I think it might be closer to 60. I mean, the dude, yeah. Like,
He make $50 million a year?
Yeah. Because this is what he does. Because he protects. Here's what he does, Tyvis. Number one among anything else that he does for the NFL, he protects the owners from their own stupidity. That is his number one job.
Excuse me.
63.9.
I told you. I told you.
Gotta be a year?
Yes. Dude, I'm telling you,
Get out of here,
I have no love. I have no love for Roger Goodell or for the front office. But what I know about the NFL is I genuinely think they would have done this if it was Arch Manning. If it was Jeremiah Smith. Jeremiah Smith is a canvas, and again, none of these guys are doing this stuff. I'm not insinuating they are, but I'm saying if you put the Brendan Sorsby situation on any player in college football and had them go running to judges and running to the NCAA and pleading their case and doing this, what I think was kind of a false treatment plan just to get it. They did it in the offseason. They did it when it was the least impactful to the roster, all that stuff. Like, if you run around like that, and as the NFL said, in their letter, they noted 3 days before the deadline, you sent us basically a form letter saying, I demand a supplemental draft, like it was a formality. We don't take that lightly, and we don't think enough time has passed. We're not interested. Like, I think their process was more, you don't tell us how we do business. We don't owe you a spot in the NFL. And if you remember, slightly different situation, but back in the day, Maurice Clarett, when he went through his issues here at Ohio State, he, after exhausting all his legal avenues, went and sued the NFL to try to get in. Now, Brendan Sorsby's lawyers are acting like they're going to sue the NFL.
They say they're going to get with the NFLPA and all that.
Yeah. You know why they're going to get with the NFLPA?
Why?
Who's his lawyer? His lawyer's Jeffrey Kessler. You know who the number one legal outside counsel is that the NFLPA contacts when they want legal representation? For the last 20 years, it's been Jeffrey Kessler. So he's got the same lawyer as the NFLPA.
So his $7 million or whatever it was is all going to be.
It's all going to go to Jeffrey Kessler's bank account. I mean, I don't know if if I'm Sorsby at this point.
Wait a minute. So
go hire the best quarterback coach you can and go sit there and put out videos about how much you don't like gambling, how much your treatment has changed. Do a talk with Tom Rinaldi on College Game Day, whatever you got to do, and then or whatever, he's on Fox Big Noon now, and then do that how you're a changed person and you're working hard and all that stuff, and then go on a goodwill tour in the fall to remind people that, like, you're a good guy and you just got trapped in some gambling stuff.
This is a case for Oprah.
That's it. Yes, you spend the next 6 months. If we see you at all, it's not on a football field. It's telling someone how sorry you are for what you did and how you got bad advice and how the grown-ups let you down and they gave you bad advice and you realize now this was a terrible idea. But you got to take some time away. And you cannot be out there still suing the NFL through December or January. No, that's a bad idea. Go ask Maurice Clarett. I mean, he'll tell you how it worked out. I mean, I'm sure he would tell you now. It probably wasn't the best idea. Didn't work.
Well, you got to have a lot of money because the NFL got a lot.
You don't think the NFL, before they wrote this letter, ran it past a couple of their high-priced New York attorneys? They absolutely did. They are not worried about their legal footing in this in any way, shape, or form. I guarantee you that. All right, we didn't talk about it, but a local kid did well in the NBA draft. 2 minutes away. We'll tell you next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Roads over on the north side are looking great on this Wednesday. 270 in both directions, 23 northbound, and we're talking 315 in that southbound direction as you're heading downtown. For our friends in Groveport, also looking good, 270 in both directions. You're flying this morning when it comes to your travel times. And for our friends in Madison County, good morning to you. 70 East is looking great. 12-minute commute between 42 to 270. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
High energy bills? Your HVAC system could be the reason. Save up to $2,000 on a new HVAC system with Columbus Worthington Air. Smart homeowners know an old air conditioner can cost you more every month. Don't let it drain your wallet. Upgrade to efficient, reliable comfort with payment options that fit your budget. Backed by our exceptional service guarantee. Columbus Worthington Air and Bryant Heating and Cooling. Whatever it takes. Visit cwaohio.com/radio for details, terms, and conditions. License number 47543.
Save big money in all Purdy tools to help you finish your next paint and stain project. Menards carries Purdy paintbrushes, ruler covers, prep tools, pails, kits, and more to help you get the job done right. Purdy brushes have been handcrafted in the USA for over 100 years and are the #1 brand preferred by professionals. Save big on Purdy painting tools. And don't forget to check out our weekly flyer on menards.com.
Save big money at Menards.
Everything you need to know about the Buckeyes is on, wait for it, The Buckeye Show, lit by the Beamer.
I'm not going to lie to you. Getting ready now for Jeremiah Smith, you're already too late.
And featuring Austin Ward.
The reason that the weather was perfect for Texas at Ohio State is because it was played in the San Diego of the Midwest.
It's the Buckeye Show, weeknights at 6. And tell your smart speaker to play 97.1 The Fan, your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan. T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Capital Ford of Columbus. Find your dream ride and get approved fast at capitalfordofcolumbus.com. Tyvis hates Girl Scout cookies.
I hate it.
And little girls. And America.
I hate it, hate.
Seriously, Tyvis, what the hell?
Okay, whatever this is, I already hate it.
You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
All right, the thing that I don't understand, we were talking about Brendan Sorsby before we went to break, and, you know, in the chat they were saying, like, who is the people that wanted Sorsby, and you said there was people in Cleveland that wanted Sorsby and all of these things. The thing that I don't understand from a Browns fan base standpoint is, why not? Okay, so Sorsby, if Sorsby was to be taken in the supplemental draft, I wouldn't play him this season. If I did play him this season, it would be like the last 3 games if we out, or last 4 games or something like that, right?
If it's all inconsequential, you're already out of the playoffs.
Right. Yes. Yeah, I don't think I would, because there's no way you're going to tell me that you're going to take him in the summer, have him come in training camp, teach him the game, get him up to speed, to the NFL speed, and then have him ready to play week 1 and think that you're going to go like that. That's crazy to me.
Right, yeah.
Like, it takes rookies, first picks in the draft, it takes them halfway through a season to finally figure it out. So you telling me you're going to take a guy who missed OTA? Like, that's a lot. So I was never a fan of them taking Sorsby to try to get him to play right away. He would just be redshirting for a year. Now, what I don't understand from the Browns standpoint is that why is it that they know, but that the Browns, some people of the Browns fans, they don't want to see Shedeur Sanders out there? That's the part that I don't understand.
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
I cannot figure this one out.
I got to tell you, Tyvis, because you go up to Cleveland and you deal with like a lot of Cleveland media people. You are from Cleveland and you do a lot of work with the Browns too, right? So you're in that media ecosystem way more than I am. But I feel like as an outsider who's not in Cleveland, who lives down here in Columbus, the conversations that I hear about Shedeur Sanders up in Cleveland, I think have gone so far off the rails of reality from where like normal people live, which is like, if you go in Cleveland and you're like, hey man, I think Shedeur might be good, but I don't know, I haven't seen enough. It feels like you're going to get labeled a never Shedeur guy, or like you're just a Shedeur lover who just talks. Much. And it's like, the reality is this guy is a young quarterback who has flaws, who has not had enough time to develop, I don't think, with a coaching staff that it doesn't seem like was fully interested in developing him.
Clearly.
An organization that drafted 2 guys the year he got drafted and had 2 other veterans on the roster when he came to camp didn't develop him well enough. That regime got fired, and now you have a new regime, at least from the coaching side, that might give him a fair shake. But the idea that we know for a fact he is the fix and the idea that we know for a fact that he's a bust, both of those are untrue. We have so many questions about this dude now.
I don't understand it.
It would be, but wouldn't the best perspective then
is to play him? I said this a long time ago.
But I'm saying,
I said whether you are a fan of his or you think he sucks, the best thing to do is to jog him out there.
Okay.
Why? Because if he hits, you got you a guy. If he doesn't hit, you're gonna pick high in the draft. Both sides should be happy.
Right.
What's
so
the
that's
problem?
why I say. Because like LW in the chat's like, name some people in Cleveland who are saying this. Everyone in Cleveland has been entertaining the idea of, should you go get Brendan Sorsby, when would be the right time to get him? Would it be a first-round pick, a second-round pick, if there was a supplemental draft? And my whole point to that is the idea that you're even thinking of getting him is such a ridiculous notion. Now, thankfully, the NFL stepped in and saved everyone from that stupid argument, which by the way, I don't know that Berea thinks that. I think that guys in Cleveland who need to get numbers in the summer think that, but that's another story.
I'll name one. Fontana comes on here and says that.
Okay, there you go. Matt Fontana, who fills in on this station. Yeah, he's one of the
should go and get Sorsby.
There you go. There's a guy, and Matt's a great dude. Okay, we can have a difference of opinion on that.
No issues with him?
No, but like the part of that is that like we have people in Cleveland who talk about this stuff like Brendan Sorsby would be a realistic option. The fact of the matter is, if the Browns were even thinking of that, that tells you everything you need to know about why this organization never wins. I'm not saying they did think that. I'm saying this is a dumb idea to go get Brendan Sorsby to then use a first round or use not a first round pick, some pick next year that can actually be used on a player that can help you, just to take yet another flyer on a quarterback when you haven't proven you can figure out the flyers you've already taken. Shador Sanders was a flyer, right? What was he taking? 6th round, 5th round?
5th.
Okay. You haven't dedicated yourself to developing that guy. And then before you even get done with figuring him out, you're like, maybe we could go get this Brendan Sorsby kid, have him waiting. Like, and then what? Still go draft a quarterback in the first round next year if nobody pans out this year. Like, that just feels like an organization that's flailing. So I don't say the Browns necessarily feel that way, but I have seen that all over Cleveland media from a variety of places entertaining the idea that it would be good to go get him. And I don't get it, but hey, we don't have to talk about him anymore because Brendan Sorsby is not going to be in the supplemental draft, at least for now.
He's going back to college.
Can't go. Well, he can go back to college and take classes. He can't play.
Why can't he?
Well, because he has the ruling came down that said he can't.
I thought he got an injunction.
No,
I thought the Big 12 was all the teams was like, nah, we ain't doing that.
The injunction got pulled. That was why, because once he saw that Texas's attorney general came out and said, we're going to back you. The Big 12 can't stop you from playing. Then it was Utah's attorney general, and I want to say like Oklahoma's attorney general, and like another state that the Big 12 is in. We're all like, hey, Texas AG, if you want to do that, we're going to go to court and fight you because the Big 12 has the right to do what they want to do. And so when he saw that legal mess, like when they filed that was when he said the Big 12 filed something on like a Sunday and said, we're going to fight your eligibility. We are going to fight your team being eligible for our championship game. We are not going to count your wins. We're going to go to court over this. 24 hours later, he was in supplemental draft. And to do that, his lawyers had to withdraw their injunction that they got from the NCAA. They had to withdraw that request. So now if he would want to go back to college, which again, I don't think is going to happen, he'd have to go back and refile that with another judge who just saw what happened to the last guy when he ruled that way.
I'm going to tell you, first of all,
there's no chance. I don't think Texas Tech even wants a part of that. As dumb as they are, I think they've all realized, like, this is not worth the squeeze.
As I was on Rothman and Nice, I was explaining to them, I don't know if it got through or not because my quote-unquote baby monitor. But I was saying that I was a fan of Brendan Sorsby back when he was at Indiana.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was doing the tailgate show, and I was like, they had just switched to him, and I was at the game, and I was like, oh, this guy's pretty good, right? Now, I'm going to tell you why Sorsby lost me.
Okay.
Was when he came out with the statement of why he gambled.
Yeah.
That's when I said, oh, he is a BSer. And you can't BS a BSer. And that's me, okay? He think he's slick. Go say, I did this to be close to the
Yeah, right. Get out of here. You bet the under.
That's got to be the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. The reason that I gambled on Indiana games was to try to make myself feel closer to Indiana.
You bet the under on your fellow quarterback's yardage. What are we talking about, man?
So that's why I really don't like him.
Yeah, I don't
like,
blame
you tried to cheat the system here.
Yeah, that's right. By the way, draft AJ DeBonsa goes number 1 to the Wizards. That means that then it became Darren Peterson going 2 to the Jazz. Cam Boozer goes 3 from Duke to Memphis. Caleb Wilson from North Carolina goes 4 to the Bulls. I like that pick.
Him and Dalen Swain, man, the Bulls.
Dalen Swain from Columbus, Afrocentric player who went to Xavier and then went to Texas.
Yeah.
Followed Sean Miller, right?
Yeah.
I believe that's the case.
Yeah, he's gonna be a good player.
No, that's great for him. I love the fact seeing Columbus guys
paying off his mother's debt.
Oh yeah, they said he paid off his mom's debt with his NIL money, which I like that. I think that's a really cool move. Now I'm a cynic. I'll tell you this right now. My kid's getting millions of dollars in NIL money, and they come back to my house and I'm like, Dad, when's the house getting paid off? I'd be like, son, I believe that's something you're going to have to take care of because I don't know if you know this. It's how you had a house for 18 years because I'm not asking for a car. I'm not asking for anything. I'm asking.
By that time, you
just want back rent.
I'm just saying, if you're making millions of dollars and I've got a few $100,000 on the mortgage, that's all I'm saying. I'm looking to you at that point just to say, just take care of that. That's all I'm asking. All right. Coming up next, players get red carded in soccer. It's not often you see the announcers get the equivalent of a red card, but one did the other day. I'll tell you about that situation next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Crews still working to clear up a disabled vehicle as you're heading towards New Albany. 161 eastbound just beyond Hamilton Road. That right shoulder is currently restricted out there. We also have slowdowns forming right now as expected. It's 33 in that westbound direction over by Gender Road. At least gets a lot better when you're passing that scene, especially over by that 270 and 33 intersection. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
When it's too hot to go out, it's definitely too hot for your AC to go out. The Waterworks Heating and Cooling Pros are here to help. We offer fast repair and AC replacement for any cooling system when you need it. Plus, we're a premier Lennox dealer and can install an energy-efficient system for a great price. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit us online at thewaterworks.com. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results.
Craving the O? Now it comes to you. For loyal fans, the O on Lane is now offering the O on the Go catering delivery. Perfect for the office or any group. Order boxed lunches or group catering right now at theoonlane.com. The O on the Go, delivered fresh, delivered easy.
Common Man and Timmy here for Hollywood Casino Columbus. Oh, Common Man, we got lots of exciting things this month.
That's right, like the grand opening of the new hotel so you can stay and play.
Plus, we got lots of great entertainment lined up now through October. We got the Hollywood Tribute Band concert series, from the timeless magic of the Beatles to the fire and swagger of Johnny Cash.
And don't forget about the $250,000 Sweet Spins drawings on Saturdays through June. You can win $250K cash or a 2-night package at the new hotel.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Everybody thinks they're a great driver. Outlaw Motor Speedway gives you the chance to prove it. Experience professional racing simulators, full motion rigs, and some of the world's iconic tracks right here in Grandview. Race your friends, join a league, or bring the office out for an unforgettable corporate event. And when the checkered flag drops, keep the night going with great food and drinks here or next door at Agave and Rye. Then climb back in the driver's seat and see who's got what it takes. Book your race today at outlawsimracing.com.
What can ADP do for small business? We help answer the business questions, like how do you track employee time? How do you do payroll taxes? Or what does compliance even mean? So small businesses can focus on bigger questions. Now florists can ask, can we invent another holiday to sell bouquets? Pizza shops can ask, how do we stuff a calzone into a pizza crust? And pool cleaners can ask, what is that thing in the filter? These are the questions you can focus on when ADP takes care of the business of your small business. ADP for small business.
Common Man and Timmy. Voted America's dumbest show by Marconi voters. Common Man is a Columbus radio legend. And by legend, I mean it's a miracle he hasn't been fired yet. And Timmy is, well, Timmy will complain about anything and everything. And he kind of looks like a woman. Giggity, giggity, giggity. So there's that. Common Man and Timmy.
Sponsored by Hinderer Motor Company.
Weekday afternoons from 3 to 6 on The Fan.
Newman Roofing is proud to sponsor The Fan and 10 TV's Beat the Heat fan drive. Help Ohio's most vulnerable residents deal with the extreme heat this summer. Purchase new box fans and take them to the nearest Franklin County fire station or buy online. For more information, go to lifecarealliance.org.
Recalculating route. Estimated arrival time. Never.
For people with nasal congestion, snoring, or sleep apnea, finding a solution feels like a never-ending road trip.
First stop, my primary doctor. Then the pharmacy. Then a sleep specialist. Then an ENT.
What if there was just one destination for all your problems?
Welcome to Advent, your one-stop solution for nasal congestion, snoring, and sleep apnea for over 20 years. Unlike many other practices, we focus exclusively on these conditions, so you get comprehensive care in one location. Over 95% of patients with severe nasal breathing issues report improvement. Plus, most insurance is accepted for our effective 20-minute in-office treatments.
You have arrived at Clear Breathing.
Bishop and Friends.
Your comedic timing on the zinger to Saban.
I thought we could smile a little bit, laugh a little bit. If the timing was right and coach was there, we could maybe get a smile out.
Bishop and Friends, sponsored by Diamond Cellar.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on The Fan.
The Fan Poll is sponsored by JT's Pizza and Pub, home of award-winning pizza and $2 tall boys. All day, every day.
Your home for football, food, and fun. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Tell you what, we got a lot of jacket stuff to unpack because there remains a lot of smoke around this Zach Wierenski situation. Now we're getting some actual reporting on that. We'll talk about that coming up top of the hour. We'll also get into an idiot who used to work for the Jackets, who's running his mouth at his introductory press conference, shockingly taking no responsibility for his actions. All that coming up in a little bit. But Tyvis, we were talking about the World Cup yesterday. I saw that a bad situation happened for a guy from Paraguay. Okay. Paraguay, however you want to say it. Okay. Paraguay is not doing well in this World Cup. They've already basically been eliminated. It's gone poorly for them, including one of their stars, Miguel Almiron. He got thrown out of a game, got a red card. FIFA has a rule this World Cup. It's new. I've never heard of this. They just implemented it for this World Cup. The rule is, guys, you probably have seen players do this on a basketball court or on an NFL field after they take their helmets off. After games, sometimes you'll see players, or even in baseball games, they'll cover their mouths with their hand like they're about to sneeze, and they'll talk to each other. And then they'll both stand there with their hands over their mouths.
So you can't read their lips.
Exactly right. Here's the problem. In international soccer, there have been some incidents of racism where a player will say, this guy on the field said this to me and it was racist and horrible. And then they'll go back and look at the video, and what they will see is a player does say something to this player. The player who's being accused is a video saying something, got his hand over his mouth, covering up what he's saying. FIFA is using that as an excuse to say, all right, no one's allowed to cover their mouth with their hand and talk to an opponent. Now, if you go talk to your teammate, that's allowed with your hand covering it. Because sometimes, it could be like, where are we going to dinner after this? We're losing 5-0. Yeah, I'm hungry.
Yeah,
and the players don't want the media to catch that and be like, look at these guys. They're talking about going to dinner. They don't want that.
What else we going to be talking about? It's over with. The game's over.
Right.
Coming back.
So that's the context for what happened with Paraguay forward Miguel Almiron. So he appeared to say something to a player from Turkey while covering his mouth. Now, there's no insinuation here that he said anything racist or horrible, or who knows? He may have just said, good game, man, or I don't know. But like, all the players cover their mouths when they talk to anybody on the field, probably out of habit, a lot of them. This got caught. The referees gave a red card to Almiron for Paraguay. Sent him off the field.
Because he covered his mouth.
Because he covered his mouth, because this is the new rule. There's a no-tolerance policy with it. Regardless of what you said, they're throwing you out. The World Cup, man.
So if I
like I said,
game.
yeah, and they see you do it, they will throw you out of the game. Doesn't matter what you said to the guy, okay? So he gets thrown out of the game. This is the context where we bring in Jorge Chippy Vera, an announcer covering the match for Paraguayan network ABC. It's obviously different than our ABC because I believe R stands for American Broadcasting Company.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever their ABC is. But anyway, that's who's got the rights for the World Cup in Paraguay. This is what Chippy Vera had to say about Salvadoran referee Ivan Barton, who threw the Paraguayan player out of the game. He said, thief, Barton. They killed football, FIFA. You killed football. Infantino, you're responsible for this. Gianni Infantino is the guy who runs FIFA. FIFA, take responsibility for turning football into this, a disgrace. You should be ashamed, Infantino. Then he spoke to the guy who runs CONMEBOL, which is the South American Soccer Federation. That guy's name is Alejandro Dominguez. He said, Dominguez, less photos with Infantino. Grow a pair, you effing thieves. This is on national TV, by the way. Is this what we've come to see at a World Cup? What sons of bitches? This is inexplicable. This is a disgrace. They're killing football and leaving us with one less player. Said this on national TV on a FIFA broadcast.
That's a high-quality quote.
Oh, yeah, right. He went after it. And I got to say, I kind of like the fire.
I didn't hear it. We got the audio.
Well, I don't know if we can play the audio because he's saying the F word, but I don't speak Spanish, so I don't know which word to bleep. So that's why I don't have the audio for you. But the point here is, the better issue is, this man, I appreciate the rant. Unfortunately for him, FIFA doesn't tolerate stuff like that. So he's gone.
He got thrown out.
He threw him off the broadcast. He is done with the World Cup. Came out yesterday and apologized and said, yeah, I lost my temper. I should have done that. Well, World Cup dream is over, just like Paraguay's, unfortunately.
At least we know that they're passionate about the sport.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's that's the point, right? Is it does inspire. The World Cup does inspire a lot of passion.
I wish I spoke Spanish to be able to understand it.
Oh, trust me. I am so envious. Have you seen those videos of
3
guys?
years of Spanish and I can't speak Spanish. Ain't
same
that
boat.
crazy?
Same. I think we all probably took the same amount of Spanish.
Although I bet if you listen to it, you could probably tell which one it is.
Yeah, there probably is. Like, it's probably universal where it's like, I don't know what he's saying, but I know what he's saying. Like, I heard it right there. You're right. But I'm the same way where I took a lot of Spanish. I cannot retain it well. I haven't retained it well. I mean, I was at a point in my life in high school where if I was listening to Spanish speakers, I could roughly know what was going on sentence to sentence, but I wouldn't be able to come up with sentences that could, like, I wouldn't know the terms for like anything other than very general stuff like car or street or bathroom, like that stuff that you learn, but nothing like, hey, I was thinking about the presidential election. Like, I wouldn't know how to discuss that with someone. You know what I mean? So I wish, though, I was one of those people who could speak multiple languages. Have you ever seen the videos? I don't know if this has hit your social media, Tyvis, of the guys who are like, go over to China, and they will go to like a market in China, and they will walk in. And a lot of times, the videos where they do this, it's just like a plain-looking white dude walking into the middle of China. He obviously stands out. And they're presuming that he does not speak Mandarin or whatever dialect is in that part of China. And the guy walks in and has flawless dialect, like in that language, to the point where the people are like calling other people out, like, look at this guy. Like, listen, say it to him. And they bring their friends around. I watch those videos with such envy where I'm like, I would just love to be able to walk into another country and be so fluid that the locals are like, oh, man, you speak it better than I do.
I got a friend that speaks Spanish very well.
Yeah?
Very well. And he'd be like saying in, because like,
what's his name?
Well,
Emmanuel Classe?
No.
I know. Your buddy, right?
Hey, man.
He's fluid, I believe.
It's crazy. All I'm saying is it's been a while and ain't nothing came out about it, so they should let him go.
Oh, sure.
Let him go.
But your buddy who speaks Spanish?
He's in Miami. Well, he's in Florida. So
okay.
Like he deals with a lot of
people who speak Spanish.
Correct.
Sure.
Yeah. So he like speaks it well. And he works as a bouncer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if this was your buddy who's the porn star.
No.
Oh, different guy?
No,
Okay.
yeah, no, this is different.
Okay.
Totally different guy.
You've got different friends. Hang out with a lot of different people.
I'm wet. I'm dirty.
I'd say that in Spanish. I don't know. I don't know how you say that. Yeah. Did you watch any World Cup?
I watched. You know what? I forgot that it was on, and then I got on Twitter and seen that Cristiano Ronaldo scored.
Oh yeah, you
so
did because you definitely watched that because you texted me.
I flipped to it right away, and I wanted to watch it from that moment on. And I got to say, it's not bad. It's really not bad to watch.
No, it's 2 hours. It's quick. 45 minutes and now they have a hydration break in between, so it's really only like 20 minutes at a time.
Yeah.
And they take a little break. They put commercials in. Although the head of FIFA, Gianni Infantino, the guy that our Paraguayan friend called a crook and ruined the game, they put these hydration breaks in. Fox has put commercials over them. Gianni Infantino came out yesterday and said, those hydration breaks are not about making money. I don't even think we're making money on them. Because I think that's just all about player safety.
Wait a minute.
Like,
who is the guy that crashed out? What's the announcer?
That would be Chippy Vera from Paraguayan network ABC.
Okay, so I needed to be on their network to be able to hear him.
Yes, you wouldn't be able to hear him like here unless you have Paraguayan television.
I feel like we're being robbed.
Oh, trust me. You're right because I would. That's the best thing they do.
It's in Spanish. I'd have been like, oh yeah, he's getting after it.
That's the best thing they do. Honestly, like the World Cup will go after a big play or a big goal. They will, like on some of the highlight shows, if it's like, I don't know, Norway scores a goal, they'll get the Norwegian broadcasters calling it. And it's like, I don't understand any of what they're saying, but I understand everything that they're saying because I appreciate the passion.
Yeah.
I can understand exactly where they're coming from. All right, the latest on Zach Werenski. The rumors keep swirling. Is he one out of Columbus? We'll try to parse through this coming up next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and welcome to your Wednesday. If you live over by Dublin and Hilliard, your roads are looking fantastic. 270 in both directions. You're pretty much flying on this Wednesday morning. Lastly, for our friends in our southbound side, over here, Frank Road to 270. If you're taking 71 south, that's a 2-minute commute. Even better on 270 south between East Broad Street to 70. You're looking at 1 minute. It will only take you on this Wednesday. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Your plate is full every morning thanks to the $6 Tim's Trio from Tim Hortons. Freshly brewed coffee, a hearty breakfast sandwich with a freshly cracked egg, and a daily baked donut. All of that for just $6. Yeah, that is a full plate for sure, but it's one less thing on your plate to worry about. So enjoy it to its fullest. The $6 Tim's Trio, only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons, at participating U.S. restaurants.
Ever wonder where your go-to maintenance person gets the metal products they need to fix yours and everyone else's problems? The best in the business go to Metal Supermarkets for their wide variety of metal products and shapes to tackle projects from simple to complex. Metal Supermarkets is your source for all metals cut to size and ready fast. No minimum order with maximum service. Visit the family-owned franchise on North Wilson Road or at Columbus at metalsupermarkets.com.
I'm Ultima Morgan. Morgan & Morgan isn't just an injury firm. It's our family's life work. It's my husband, it's my sons, it's me. When we take a case, we see a family just like ours. $30 billion recovered is something I'm proud of. But what I'm really proud of are the families we stood beside. It's an honor to fight for you when you need our support the most. Morgan & Morgan, for the people and your family.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day. The AC stopped cooling. I'm melting in here. I need someone to come and make this hot air disappear.
In a flash, I'll be there to tame the desert air. I won't leave till you're nice and cool. You'll love how much we care.
$100 off your cooling repair.
Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
Scotty Vegas here, and my wife caught me in the garage just staring at my beautiful new Bronco from Krieger Ford. I mean, I'm in love. The buying process at Krieger Ford was amazing. Quick, no pressure, fun, in and out so fast I couldn't believe it. I was prepared to spend all day looking at cars. Instead, I got my shiny new red Bronco out of the showroom in no time. If you're looking for a new car for the summer, visit Krieger Ford on Morse Road. Krieger Ford is my winning bet. Visit KriegerFord.com today.
Reds fans, ACM and CMA award-winning artist John Party is coming to Great American Ballpark on Wednesday, July 8th as a part of the Ohio Lottery post-game concert series. Cheer on your Reds as they battle the Phillies and stick around after the game for a live set from country music's California cowboy, John Party. Plus, you can upgrade your access to a pit field pass for an up-close view. For tickets and more information, visit reds.com/concerts.
Hi, I'm Linda from Newburyport. I lost 20 pounds on Awaken 180. In my family, there's a history of type 2 diabetes. I've always carried more weight than I should. And my glucose levels had always been hovering at that pre-diabetic. My goal was to see if I can avoid becoming a diabetic after having been on the Awaken 180 program and getting the 20 pounds off. I am no longer pre-diabetic, and I am on a low dose high blood pressure medication. And in my last 2 physicals, my doctor has been sort of like, we may need to either cut back or we might even be able to at some point take me off. Awaken 180 is just one of those tools in my health toolkit. It's really easy.
Hey, it's Jeremy Birmingham from the Austin and Berm Show on 97.1 The Fan, and that's what this is really about. The numbers your doctor reads, not just the ones on the scale. Linda changed hers with Awaken 180 medication-free, and so did I. Yours could be next. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Mike Rowe here with a random fact. More than half of the homes that have basements in North America will experience water damage. It's true. Whether it's basement moisture, flooding, or bowing walls, do yourself a favor and call a groundworks company. I spent some time working with these guys. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to waterproof your basement and stabilize your walls. Schedule a free inspection with Ohio Basement Authority, a groundworks company.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Now at Kroger, your points add up to more ways to save every trip. Use them your way to take dollars off groceries at checkout or save at the pump. You can even save up to $35 on your next fill up. Same points, more choices. And with low prices on fresh, quality food, plus digital and personalized offers tailored to how you shop, your dollar goes further. Redeem your points online or in the app. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site or store for details.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Nate Putterball, their sports update. The NBA draft was last night, and with the first overall pick, the Wizards took BYU's A.J. Demancia. Kansas's Darren Peterson didn't wait long, going number 2 to the Jazz. The Cleveland Cavaliers selected UConn's Alex Karaban at number 29. The Cincinnati Reds fell at home last night 2-0 to the Brewers. Milwaukee's Brendan Sorsby had a career-high 10 strikeouts. They'll square off again today at 7-10. The Cleveland Guardians have fallen a game behind the White Sox in the AL Central after dropping their game in Chicago 2-1. They'll continue that series this afternoon at 2:10. Busy World Cup action in AC's Bosnia-Herzegovina take on Qatar, Canada versus Switzerland, Haiti square off with Morocco, Brazil and Scotland, South Korea versus South Africa, and Mexico taking on Chechnya. This update brought to us by TurboTrack Realty. Done with that property? Call John Kozik at TurboTrack Realty for a cash offer. 614-470-2000. Bringing sports news and weapons to the Fan, Ohio Sports Destination.
The only contraband hiding in Tyvis's butt cheeks is a Kit Kat bar. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
I am very excited by that lineup of World Cup games today. Tyvis, if I can, at some point, we got to go watch Bosnia-Herzegovina against Qatar.
Yes. Who you rooting for? Qatar?
Actually, you know what? It doesn't. I probably would root for whoever's worse because they may be who the U.S. ends up playing. Possibly. That's a very good possibility that the U.S. will end up playing whoever wins that game. If there is a winner in that game, that is who the U.S. will play.
The ticket is as low of $344.
It's out in Seattle, Lumen Field. Which
Brazil and Scotland, $3,200.
Dude, I promise you, because that game, I want to say, that's in Miami. The Scottish fans have moved from Boston down to Miami, so now they're taking over Miami. I would love to be there for a Brazil-Scotland game. Two tremendous fan bases. I wish I could be there in Miami for that. But yeah, that's Brazil fans and Scotland fans travel very well for their team. That's why those ticket prices are different. Bosnia-Herzegovina and Qatar, not easy flights. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. To get to the U.S. So yeah, I totally understand that one not having as much to it. But if I was in Seattle, probably today, I'd be heading over there to watch that game because it's the World Cup.
Do you want to be at the Brazil-Scotland game for the game or for the drinking?
All of the, trust me, if I could get to Miami and just hang out with their fans and not go into the game, I would do that if that was all I could do. I would love to watch the game. Neymar's supposedly going to be back on the field for Brazil today, so I'm excited about that. But yeah, today starts Tyvis. Now they have this is the last game of the group stage. I don't want to bore you with soccer, but just real quick. Now for the last game, one thing that I like that they do, this is so that no one gains an advantage. Because some of these games, it's like, well, if the other game, if this team loses or wins, then our game doesn't matter, right? Because of the point system.
Yeah.
So they put both the games in the group. All four teams, they play at the same time. So you have
two 3 p.m. games.
Yep, two 6 p.m., two 9 p.m. Yep, that's exactly right. So I like that because then it forces the other team to actually go play. If there's something, they don't wait around for a result and go, oh, good, our game doesn't matter now. It actually, I like that. I think that's a good thing. So that starts today at 3 o'clock. I'm excited for it. Not excited about the fact that we keep hearing rumors about Zach Werenski. We keep hearing rumors that the Jackets and Zach Werenski, he may want to get traded and they may want to trade him. They may have to think about this. So the summation of all of it the last week or so has been, I'm not hearing a thing, folks, but who wants to stay in Columbus? Am I right? Like that's been all the NHL reporting on this subject. And I use reporting in air quotes. All these guys are basically saying Zach Werenski has, a few years left on his deal. They can't even offer him an extension until next July. 2027 is the earliest they could offer him another extension. Mm-hmm. The thought is, if next July he would say, I don't want to sign an extension. I'm not going to sign an extension. I want out of here.
Trade him.
Well, you'd have to trade him next year. Well, then what that has led to is speculation among NHL circles. Well, then why don't you just trade him this year? Because you get a whole nother year on the deal. You can get way more in return for him. Go ahead and start your rebuild over, Columbus. That's the national media narrative. And I feel like that's so out of touch with what the Jackets are actually doing right now. This was a team that was a few points away from making the playoffs, which I know. We've all been there. Been there, done that. It's not good enough. However, I don't think they retained Don Waddell to do, or him too. He's the GM. Rick Bowman, sorry. They didn't retain Bones. They didn't bring him back just to go out and rebuild the franchise, did they? They believe this year Bones is going to keep that team playing to a level, and they're going to make moves to get them to a level where they can go compete for the playoffs and not just get to the playoffs, but be a good team in the playoffs.
Remember when Bones went on his rant, did we ever figure out, he said that it was only like 1 or 2 players that he was really talking about. And he said that everybody in the locker room knew who he was talking about, who he was aimed at. Do we know who he was aiming?
I mean, I don't know exactly who he was aiming them at, but I think I don't know, man.
Could it be Zach?
I mean, I don't think so. Look, down the stretch, Zach was like one of their best players. So I can't imagine that was the case. I can't imagine it was him.
I'm trying to remember, I can't remember the last game.
Considering some former coaches have said the exact same thing, I'm willing to go with a few of the veterans.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think it's the younger guys, to your point. For an example, Kent Johnson, certainly a lot of consternation and questions about him, right? But hasn't Bones come out after the season and said he loves Kent Johnson's game and believes in him and thinks they can get it right? Now he might just be saying all that to then eventually boost the trademark a little bit.
I don't think Bones is that kind of guy.
I don't either. I mean, we talk to him every week.
He seems like a pretty straight shooter.
Yeah, I ultimately think with this team, the question comes down to, do they believe or not that Zach Werenski wants to be here long term? That leads you to what came down yesterday. Elliot Friedman, who obviously is as plugged into the NHL as anyone, I have been saying I'm so sick of seeing reports from people that have no sources attached to it. Well, he actually says he has sources, so I will give him credit for this. He said, according to several sources, the Blue Jackets are going to meet with Zach Werenski after the NHL draft to discuss his future with the organization. For those who don't know, The draft is Friday. So this weekend, supposedly, they're going to meet with Zach Werenski. Now, at least I'm reading that as this weekend. It could be later than this week. It could be next week. I don't know. He goes on to say there's been a lot of noise around Werenski, who has 2 years remaining on his current contract. They can extend him as soon as July 1st of next year. But apparently, because there are public and private trade requests that have been made all throughout the NHL, Friedman then goes on to say Werenski's been speculated as being one of those guys. The only hard news coming out of this report is that Zach Werenski and the team are going to meet about his future after the draft, which...
The draft is Friday, right?
Yeah, but that strikes me as being odd because I would think there would already have been some discussion about like, hey, we know what the plan is. You know what the plan is, all that stuff. Now, if he has and his agent has said, yeah, we're going to have to rethink everything because this guy just won a Norris Trophy. So
the price went up.
Well, yeah, but they can't do anything about it until next year. So they'd have to. I mean, he is on what is now a super team-friendly deal comparatively. That's the other thing that makes him an attractive trade, asset, right? Is that teams will look at him and say, wow, we could have one of the best players in the NHL for not best player in the NHL money. That's awesome. Problem with that is that pretty much means you're guaranteed to start a rebuild again. And I cannot imagine this Jack. I don't think this Jackets franchise is anywhere close to that. I am hardly a hockey insider. I don't go over to the arena every day. I don't go to the rink. I'm not at morning skates when they're in season. I'm not like plugged in that way. We obviously have the coach and the GM on every time we can on this show.
Yeah.
But I can't see them. That would be totally a slap in the face to this fan base if the Jackets went and traded Zach Werenski this summer.
Also, why would you not have the conversation before the draft when his trade value would probably be the highest?
Sure.
Especially if you're going into rebuild mode.
I can't imagine they're thinking of doing that this summer.
I would be shocked because of the way Don Waddell went about last season, like making the trades for Mason Marchment and then getting Connor Garland. Like you would think that seems like, all right, I'm trying to win now. Like I'm not trying to do a rebuild. So to think that you go from that to like, all right, let's just throw the cards in here and let's just go rebuild. Like I don't think that's the right move.
None of the moves that Don Waddell has done make you think it's time for a rebuild.
I just don't. He comes off as a guy that never wants to do a rebuild.
No, and even if he did, it would be like But they have to know. Like everyone around Nationwide Arena has to know. This fan base is not in any mode or any mood. If you trade away Zach Werenski, watch your season tickets plummet. Not because people go for him, but because it's a massive signal to this fan base that you're going to have to wait another 3 to 5 years for this to be competitive again. I cannot imagine they're doing that. I cannot think that that's a real thing. I guess the only reason that there would ever be a chance they would do that is if some team said, here are 3 bona fide players who aren't as good as him, but they fill out a bunch of holes you have on your roster. I just don't. Then you create a massive hole defensively for your team and scoring-wise.
Yeah.
Zach Werenski's been one of your best scorers, which is another issue for this team. He shouldn't have to be. He's a defenseman. Like, he's a great scoring defenseman, but that scoring should come from elsewhere. I'm hoping that what we are hearing this time next week, and I'm curious what happens this week. Does the pick get moved? They have pick number 14 again. Does that pair with some of these young players to get in someone who actually could help this team win right now? That's more where I've been up until this last week or so, where suddenly I'm seeing all this Zach Werenski stuff. I don't buy it. I don't think he's going anywhere this summer, but it is something the Jackets fans have to keep an eye on. And I hope the organization knows, and I don't think they're doing this, but like, you're not bringing back Rick Bowness to be a part of a rebuild. But if you did this fan base will revolt. Like, you cannot trade Zach Werenski this offseason. This fan base will not tolerate it. I cannot imagine that's what they're actually thinking. All right, a big honor for a great coach. We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and welcome to your Wednesday. We are looking pretty busy when it comes to our roads around this time. Of course, heading up towards Dublin, we are seeing a crash on that 270 northbound ramp to 33 and 161 in that westbound direction. That right shoulder currently restricted out there. Also seeing a disabled vehicle just south of Grandview Heights. We're talking 315 northbound at that 670 area. That right shoulder is right now blocked. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Performance matters in intimate moments. Don't let ED ruin them. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and I want to assure you that if you're like the vast majority of guys, you don't have to suffer with ED anymore. In fact, you might be pleasantly surprised at how the right treatments could positively impact your love life. At Tri-State Men's Health, our advanced medical therapies go far beyond pills. We have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, and we offer specific and combinative treatments that can dramatically enhance both your performance and your stamina. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a far greater level of intimacy to both you and the one you love, perhaps performing like you haven't in years. So call us today and find out why our advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Your first visit is just $99 and gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. Tri-State Men's Health, advanced medical science to improve men's lives.
Dip it, dunk it, smother it. It's queso gone wild at Hothead Burritos. Try our new loaded potatoes covered in queso and topped off with hardwood smoked bacon, burritos, bowls, nachos, and more. Hothead Burritos. Get up and get you some queso.
This 4th of July week, Championship Golf takes center stage in Columbus. From July 2nd through 5th, the 46th U.S. Senior Open Championship comes to Scioto Country Club, where legends of the game meet hallowed grounds that don't play favorites. Feel the energy, the tradition, and the pressure of championship golf at its finest. Be there for every moment. Tickets are available now on SeatGeek.
Getting a speeding ticket can ruin your day. But what about that cyclist? Or the pedestrian crossing the street? If you hit them while speeding, you'll do more than just ruin their days. That's why tickets are more than just a fine. They're a second chance. A reminder of what's on the line when you're behind the wheel. You won't get a do-over every time. So take this as your sign to follow the speed limit every drive. Speeding slows you down. Paid for by NHTSA.
When it comes to your roofing, siding, or gutter needs, call Newman Roofing. 614-NEW-ROOF. NewmanRoofing.com.
Hey, it's Bill Bishop here. If you've been thinking about an RV, now is the time at RCD RV. They've got over 850 RVs in stock. Motorhomes, fifth wheels, travel trailers from trusted brands like Cougar, Georgetown, Springdale, Forest River, and Salem. Trade values are sky high right now, and every RV purchase from RCD RV comes with a $500 ODNR gift card for your next Ohio State Park getaway. This limited time event ends June 27th, so don't wait. Visit RCD RV or shop now at rcdrv.com.
2 hours ago, Kyle arrived at the bar.
Hey, what's everyone drinking?
30 minutes ago, Kyle got his friends another round of drinks.
Cheers!
5 minutes ago, Kyle decided to drive home drunk. A minute ago, a law enforcement officer pulled up behind Kyle.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
A chain of events that began 2 hours ago is about to change Kyle's whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, commercial properties. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Cheetah Green with Skip Mosick.
Saturday, we'll chat with former Buckeye Ryan Armour as he gets set to come back to town for next week's Senior Open, plus First Call's Gary Van Sickle.
Cheetah Green with Skip Mosick, Saturday mornings at 9 on The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast. I'd grab a light jacket as you head out the door, as it will be very refreshing this morning with wake-up temperatures in the 50s. But this afternoon, a summer day with mostly sunny skies and highs in the low 80s. For tonight, skies turn partly cloudy overnight with our lows down into the 60s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
During this 10-second promo, Rothman will lose money gambling on something.
People like you come here and blow the family nest egg that built this town.
Rothman and Ice.
Weekdays from noon to 3.
The Fan. Remember the time producer Dylan said that Alabama should be in the playoffs and that Tyvis started yelling at him? Those were good times. And remember later that day when Tyvis punched him in the face? Oh, classic stuff. Here's T-Bone and Tyvis.
Ask Tyvis Anything coming up at 7:30. And tweet us your Ask Tyvis Anything questions at Bone and Tyvis 971 or hop in the YouTube chat. Just 971 The Fan on Twitter. Click on T-Bone and Tyvis. You'll be right there. Lots of people in there today. Coach Beard, Rusty, as always. Our guy Zoran is in the chat today, educating us on the differences between Chechnya and Czechia, which are apparently like the Czech Republic goes by Czechia now in the World Cup. I didn't know that.
Czechia and Chechnya.
Chechnya is like a part of Russia, I think. Czechia is like...
It's like how Turkey is now Turkey all of a sudden.
Yes, there's because apparently they've been calling it Turkey in Turkey for like 100 years. Right. And then only in like the last 5 did they say...
Did they bother to tell anyone?
We've never called it Turkey. You guys did that. So now here's how we like to be Turkey. Turkey.
Which one is it?
It's not Turkey. It's Turkey. I'm going to say it's Turkey. Yay at the end of it sounds better to me. But I'm trying to say it the right way. But Chechnya is the same thing where, like, I
will never be able to make that distinction. My brain will always look at it and see Chechnya.
See, I always thought it was Czech Republic. And then I find out that that area is what we've called the Czech Republic, but apparently they go by Chechnya now. Just trying to keep up. Yeah. Zoran in the chat, he's given us all the updates on that, which is good. I know he's Macedonian. So that's over by Greece. That's where not far away from your guy, Giannis. The Greek freak, right?
The greatest of all time.
Are you doing a Giannis impression?
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that.
I didn't either. Give
me a little bit more.
Michael Jordan played 15 seasons. He only gets 6 rings. You're telling me the other nine's a failure? No, I'm asking you.
See, there's a part of me that wants to say that's racist, but I don't know how it could be because that's not. I mean, it can't be racist. I'm saying. I feel like if I did the impression, definitely, that would be a problem. But you doing it feels like it's okay. I don't know why. But Zoran is in the chat today. Thank you, Zoran, for jumping in.
LeBron's going to South Beach.
Oh, is that official?
No.
Oh, it's a prediction. Okay, I didn't know if that was an official or prediction.
Everybody said, why is Giannis going there? Because they're getting LeBron.
Oh, you think so?
I mean, they say he want to go back to a former team.
You'd love to see it if that was true.
I don't think there's no chance.
I mean, I'd prefer to see LeBron go to Cleveland again.
I think LeBron's going to Golden State still. I think
he's staying in LA.
I think they say LeBron has always been with his family. His family goes wherever he goes, right? I don't think Savannah is leaving California.
His wife, yeah.
However, if he goes from LA to Golden State, that's just right down the street.
Well, it's a quick flight, right? It's he'll be racking up the private jet miles. But yeah, he'll be. But I know he wants to be there for his daughter, right? His daughter's still in high school, isn't she?
She in high school,
or is she? Maybe she's not even in high school yet. Maybe that's.
I'm about to say I didn't.
Maybe she's younger than that. The point is, I think he saw that with his other kids, where it's I wasn't around as much because of where he lived and where they play in basketball and all that. I think he likes being around the kids. I could be wrong, but yeah, I think that's And apparently, I found out he's not going to be a grandpa. I'm so disappointed by that news. I thought that was the case.
That's a shame.
I got fooled by that, man. I really did.
She is 11 years.
Okay, so it's not quite high school yet. She's in probably junior high or thereabouts. All right, let her live. Anyway, I'm curious what he's going to do. If he's going to stick around in California, if he's going to stick around in L.A. But if we get news on that, we'll let you know. Also, we have some news about the show, and then we'll get to the big honor for a great coach. Next week, I'm going to be out for a few days.
Couldn't wait till I came back.
I'm going on, believe it or not, it's the only time in my life I can say this, working here for almost 15 years, I'm going on a business trip. Fish is taking me to a radio conference. We are going to New York City for a conference.
Why he didn't want to take me?
I don't know. You'd have to ask him. One of us has to stay back here and do the show.
Why couldn't it be you?
Because I was holding down for 3 weeks while you and Baby Tsunami were hanging out. So it's now I got picked to go to the radio conference.
If I would have taken the whole 6 weeks, what would have happened?
I don't know what would have happened. I guess I wouldn't go on this conference. They would have canceled. They would have found someone else to go.
Only Beam gets to take a couple of months off and then take another couple of week vacation.
There you go. Right. It's not. Hey, nothing wrong with that. If you got the time, take it. I'm all about that. Now, I'm going to be gone Wednesday, Thursday of next week, and then Friday we're all off for Independence Day, July 4th, all that stuff. So I was told yesterday who our co-host fill-in is going to be. It's going to be Tyvis Powell and Joshua Perry hosting the show together. I believe, I could be wrong, that has to be one of, if not the only, one of the first times we have ever had two national champions hosting the show solo, like by themselves, without any of like us radio idiots in here also sitting in.
Is that a fact?
I don't know. I think it's got to be one of the first time that's ever happened.
Bobby's never hosted with.
I don't know if he has. Maybe they've done that. I may have forgotten about it. But I'm saying,
no, I guess Bobby always is in the 2 chair. So,
but I also want to point out, well, and yeah, that's right. I mean, it would have to be, though, whoever he was hosting with would also have to have been a national champion.
Correct.
This is two former Ohio State national champions sitting side by side.
Well, it's either going to go really well or really bad. But Fish won't be here because he'll be with you. So,
yeah, he's not going to come in and yell at you for being off time or anything else. Yeah.
Just don't be like DeVere, where I had to teach him how the board worked while we were on air last week.
Yeah, see? You're going to. So
DeVere had to learn the board?
Yeah. He was in studio because Fontana was the other host.
Oh, right.
See, I know
Fontana's
that part. Remote, yeah. I know that part.
So now.
Because I made that mistake before. I had did morning juice with, I think it was with J. Lou. It was V Shark and J. Lou. And J. Lou had thrown to me at the beginning, and I'm talking, and my audio wasn't coming up, and I had to reach over and like cut myself up. So I know how to work that board.
See, well, now I think next week when you do the show with Joshua's obviously been here. He's hosted, does all that stuff. He was just here for 3 weeks while you were gone, but he's been sitting 2 chair.
Why can't he sit over there and I sit right here?
Because you're the part.
But I like Matty Ice used to do it. He used to always sit in this chair because this is his chair.
That's
my log-in stuff, like when I log in, my stuff just pops right up.
When I used to sit with Common Man, I would sit in that chair, and then Common Man sat in the 1 chair, as we call it. Mm-hmm. And then when he would go on vacation, I would pop over here. All my stuff worked over here, too. So your stuff would work over here.
I got to read, like, sign in all the stuff and all that.
That's okay. Takes you you'll have to get here a little earlier. Like, just maybe 5 minutes earlier, and you can sign in, and it'll be fine.
Cuts into my time with Trace.
Yeah, it does. He's asleep, as you said. He's been sleeping.
Oh, he wakes up as soon as
and what do you do? Say bye.
Walk out the door.
Anyway, next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Tyvis and Joshua.
No, it's Wednesday, Thursday.
Or what yeah. Sorry, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm here Tuesday. I got it.
You already halfway out the door.
My flight is Tuesday. That's where I got screwed up. But I'm doing the show Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, yes, I'll be gone. So make sure you're around for that. All right, big honor for Jim Tressel. He's going to be enshrined in the Ohio Stadium Ring of Honor, which is not the wrestling enterprise, as much as I would have liked to have seen that. Jim Tressel at actual Ring of Honor events, maybe taking a chair shot.
I applaud the reference.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Nate. He will be, of course, having his name etched inside the horseshoe alongside Woody Hayes, Paul Brown, and then all the guys who've had their numbers retired. Troy Smith, Les Horvath, Eddie George, Vic Janowitz, Howard Cassidy, Archie Griffin, Chick Harley, and Bill Willis.
Is it like a year's requirement before you can get your name into the Ring of Honor?
I don't know the answer on that. I don't know what the criteria is.
Because I feel like this is something that should have happened a long time ago.
I mean, I would agree with that. I do think that part of the issue you have at Ohio State with bestowing honor is that if you're looking for all-time greats who have mattered to the game of college football, who have had an impact on the university and to the state and the community and all that, like, that's who you have at Ohio State. You have so many people who probably at other places it would be like, this is the greatest coach we've ever had.
Yeah.
Jim Tressel is in the conversation for greatest coach we've ever had at Ohio State, but his name has to go alongside of the guys like Woody Hayes, like Paul Brown, right?
Mm-hmm.
And at some point down the road, I'm going to guess some guy named Urban Meyer is going to have his name up there, right?
Think.
There's a chance if it keeps going the way it is with Ryan Day, he keeps winning all these games, throws another national championship in the mix, he could have his name up there. Like, the point is you have so much talent. The expectations are so high here. If you can't accomplish at a championship level, you're not going to be here long. So the guys who run the program and have done it for more than a few years are probably going to be Hall of Famers when it comes to coaches, right? Because there's little margin for error between Hall of Famer and out of a job at Ohio State.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're going to have to expand the shoe just to get more nameplates so you can have all these coaches up here eventually, right?
We had the conversation about you can't retire numbers no more because, like, the number 2, if you retire, who are you retiring it for?
Oh, my gosh. The number 2 at Ohio State there are so many guys who have worn that number. We went through that. Remember we did a list last year?
Yeah,
greatest numbers in Ohio State history.
It's ridiculous.
And like the number 2, just you can go, I mean, almost for 30 years, you can probably go back, and every other year you've got someone wearing that number who's like an All-American level type of player, or someone who's like a top first or second round pick in the NFL, like guys who had incredibly successful careers.
Which is why I'm excited to see Legend Bay and Kenyatta Jackson this season.
Both wearing number 2.
Hey.
Well,
I'm saying
welcome in the expectations. I like it.
All I'm saying is if you wear it.
I like it.
It's a lot of history behind that.
You know what else I like? Little conversation around the office last few days about, oh, yeah, we got to start thinking about our plans for camp because we're going to be out, I'm sure, broadcasting.
Oh, I thought you was talking about like the Ohio camp.
No. I'm saying like
Ohio
for fall camp.
Treats
like we're don't sing the camp
I thought
song.
That's what you was talking about.
No, about us going and broadcasting.
You know what? They should do like a live performance at practice.
Why? Do they want the players to all get some rest? Fall asleep? Or just pass out of boredom?
If they take camp out of the shoe this year,
it'll be a much better atmosphere.
Quitters.
No, it's a much better atmosphere. I've told you, replace that with Ride from 21 Pilots. A much better song. Much better sing-along. All right, 2 minutes away. Ask Tyvis anything. Get his thoughts on the camp discography. All coming up next. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
It's been over an hour, but we are still seeing a disabled vehicle as you're heading towards New Albany, 161 eastbound, just passing Hamilton Road. That area, that right shoulder is blocked for you on this Wednesday. Also, a new disabled vehicle popping up into our system now. This is in our southeast Columbus area, just outside of Canal Winchester, 33 eastbound at Pickerington Road. That left lane is currently blocked. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Common Man and Timmy has been voted the dumbest show in America.
What size pant are you in?
That's a Puma pants, and you know that it's wrong.
It's a 38.
Here's a comment from a real listener. I just started listening to the stupid show. It's minimal sports discussion with large amounts of absolute nonsense.
Why don't you just put on a sundress and sashay around the town square?
Common Man and Timmy reaching new heights of stupid. Weekdays from 3 to 6 on The Fan. Ohio's nonsense destination.
Guys, listen up. I found the truck that works as hard as you do. That's the 2026 Chevy Silverado 1500 at McDaniel GM Superstore. Iceman here with my friends at McDaniel this month. Save up to $13,000 off MSRP or get 0% APR for 60 months. Or lease for $265 a month for 24 months with $39.98. Due at signing for qualified buyer. See dealer for details. McDaniel GM Superstore is just off Route 23 on 95 in Marion, or visit McDanielGMSuperstore.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
It's child's play to donate your car, truck, RV, or boat to Ronald McDonald House Charities of Central Ohio. They'll pick it up free of charge, steer you through the paperwork, and a hefty tax deduction rolls your way as you help provide a home away from home for families of seriously ill hospitalized children. For more information about donating your vehicle to Ronald McDonald House Charities, visit rmhc-centralohio.org or call 614-CARS-HELP. That's 614-CARS-HELP.
T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Capital Ford of Columbus. Find your dream ride and get approved fast at capitalfordofcolumbus.com. Every time Tyvis laughs, take a drink. Just kidding. You'd be dead in 30 seconds. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
So today, the big news of the day is you had the NBA draft last night. A.J. DeBonsa goes number 1. Darren Peterson, Ohio kid, goes number 2. That is, of course, the Wizards at number 1. Jazz at number 2. Thought it might go the other way, possibly because of A.J. DeBonsa, playing out at BYU. Utah, of course, would have loved to have had him. However, it didn't work out that way. They get another excellent player in Darren Peterson. Local kid, Dalen Swain from Afrocentric. He went 15 to the Bulls. Love to see the Columbus high school kids getting into the NBA. Takes me back to the days of Samaki Walker back in the day, playing in Columbus City League basketball. Michael Redd, might have heard of him. Pretty good. This guy's made some money in the NBA, did some good stuff there. So, yeah, I'd love to see that.
I was upset that Darius Acuff went to the King.
Oh, dude, the Sacramento Kings. I genuinely wonder how, I don't mean this, and I'm really not trying to be mean to anybody here in town, but like when I think of the Sacramento Kings, I'm just like, who wants to play there? Like, whoever wants to go there. And you know this is true, and it's not, it sucks. You know this is true, and it sucks, but it's true.
Oh, man.
People in Toronto think that way about this town when it comes to hockey. There are people around the league of the NHL that treat Columbus that way. Is that fair? No. Has Columbus got a much better fan base, ownership, all that stuff than what they have in Sacramento? Yes. But the reality is until you win stuff and until you make yourself relevant, unfortunately, that's still an uphill battle that this franchise has to fight. That's the other part of the news today is that Zach Werenski, there's talk about him possibly wanting out. He's apparently going to meet with Jackets brass later, either this weekend or next week, about his future in Columbus. So let's hope that goes well. Draft is coming up the end of this week. And Brendan Sorsby is not going to play college football or in the NFL because the NFL said, we're not doing a supplemental draft, so you can pound sand. Kind of here for it, actually. I like that the NFL just said, sorry, your lack of preparation is not my problem. I don't have to do anything with the supplemental draft, and they're not. So we've got all that on the docket. If you missed any of that conversation, we'll talk about it more later. You can get the podcast as well. Wherever you get podcasts, just search T-Bone and Tyvis. It'll be right there for you. It's all brought to you by our friends at Capital Ford of Columbus.
Get to know your resident national champion. It's time for Ask Tyvis Anything.
Sponsored by Ramos Roofing. Reliable, local, built right. Request your free roof assessment today at ramosroofing.com.
All right, so we have plenty of questions for Tyvis. The first one comes from Meat Sweats, who says, well, now I have a question for Tyvis on Ask Tyvis Anything. Next week, Tyvis and Joshua Perry are going to be co-hosting the show. Both of you have sat in the 2 chair. So Meat Sweat says, how are he and JP going to share the 2 chair? Who's sitting on whose lap? I like that. Yeah. So you can feel free to answer that whenever you want, Tyvis.
I feel like I want to sit over here. This is my chair.
Yeah, but you have a chance to learn how to run the board.
I can run it from sitting right here. But I can't do the sound.
But that's the fun part. Is you can just be sitting here playing all kinds of crap.
Listen, I feel like
Dylan can play
my first time in the 1 chair is a lot to be able to put you got to play sound, point guard the show.
Yes, you do have to point guard the show. Yeah. So
I see why Scottie Pippen was like pointing to the bottom of his shoe and telling Jordan to come back. That's how I'm gonna feel next week.
That is sad that you would in every way, shape, or form compare whatever's happening over here to anything that happened with 23. But whatever. I'm just saying, if you sit over here, you get to play all the fun sounds for him. So
I could play I'm Wet and I'm Dirty.
You can play whatever you want. There's a whole bunch of them in here.
They got is the glory hole one on there?
It's the best part of the job, just hitting random things like this.
Yeah. Yeah, wait, hit it again. I want to hear it even louder.
Senior hurler.
Yeah, exactly. You can play all the fun stuff.
Senior hurler.
Yeah, it's great. There's all kinds of good stuff. So I'll tell you what, 8 o'clock hour today, we're switching seats.
No, we're not.
Yes, we're switching seats. And you're doing the whole thing. You're going to bring us into break. You're going to take us out of break. You're going to hit stupid sounds. It may suck. I may get PTSD going back over to that chair and be like, oh, my God. Like I'm back in afternoons again. But
I think that's a terrible idea.
It's not. It's going to happen 8 o'clock today. We'll find out. You see what it's like.
What about I got to read to do at 8:15?
You can read it. What, do your eyes not work over here?
Strangely enough, your voice still works on the other chair.
This is going to happen. Now it has to because of the fact that you're treating this like Ebola will invade your body if you switch over here. I'll leave everything logged in.
It's different.
You can send emails from my account. Just mass email the whole staff like F you and then just say from T-Bone and hack my email. I'll leave you up here so you can play whatever sounds you want to. All right, so we got that. More Ask Tyvis Anything right now, though. Mario has a couple questions for you. He said, could we make, like we were talking about how Turkey now it's Turkey instead of Turkey.
Yeah.
Czech Republic apparently goes by Czechia now. Let them live. Said, Ask Tyvis Anything, could we make other countries call us United States of Amazingly Hung Individuals since we're making stuff up? I don't think we're making stuff up. That's what they want to be called.
I don't understand how people go like a long period of time and not correct people. It was like Tyrod Taylor. Everybody called him Tyrod, and then he one day said, "Oh, it's Tyrod."
He's
and
like, I'm not a car suspension part. Thanks.
Yeah.
My name is Tyrod, not Tyrod.
And
Neil Peart was the drummer of Rush for 40 years. It's Peart.
Oh, yeah, right.
Devin
That's a good one.
A-Chain.
Yeah, how are you supposed to say his name?
I forget A-Chain, but he said it was something else. Everybody called him something else.
Like A-Chain or
something. I don't remember what it was, but he like came out and corrected. And then Travis Etienne is like that.
Yeah, right.
He just came out this year, and I can't remember what the new way.
Etienne or Etienne?
It's something very simple.
But he basically was like, yeah, you guys have been saying it wrong, but I didn't want to. I mean, I do understand it's hard once that cat is out of the bag to like reclaim it and say, no, this is actually the way I want my name pronounced. But you got to do it, you know. And I like that the countries in the World Cup, they're like, this is how we want our name said, and they're doing it. Turkey. See, it's educational. That's why I'm watching soccer, not because I'm drinking beer and just yelling at my TV. No, it's educational. Mario also asked, how many times do you think you're going to play the quote, "But I got a baby" to get out of stuff this year? Over under 8 times, Tyvis. Like when you get asked to do something, it's like, oh, I got a kid. Sorry, I can't. I would, but I can't.
I'm not going to do that.
You should do that.
I should do it.
You should do it. Why not?
I mean, I feel like right now in this stage is the only time like it really works.
Oh, no. It definitely works.
Like I feel like once you hit like the 6-month mark, it's like that don't really hold weight like that.
No, because then it's like, oh, sorry, my wife has something to do and I can't leave my 6-month-old at home by himself. So no, like I can't come to your thing. Or when you have a party to go to or something and it's like, sorry, we were going to make it, but the baby's fussing and I don't want to.
The over under it?
8 for the rest of the year.
Take dang.
Like that's more than once a month, but it's not like once a week. I think you should definitely use that excuse. It's valid. It's real. We thought about adopting a kid just so we could do it. I mean, we were trying to like anything we can to have more excuses because now my kids are all getting old enough where they can stay by themselves. It's not a good excuse anymore. Evan in the chat, yeah, he said about Ask Tyvis Anything. Neighborhood kids often set up lemonade stands. Given your love for it, have you ever patronized a lemonade stand and been brave enough to actually drink the product?
I went to. It was a lemonade stand that actually they put it on wheels. This happened like a couple of months ago, and I bought him out.
Oh, was it a kid in the neighborhood?
Yeah, I bought him out. The lemonade was actually delicious. I bought the whole pitcher.
See, this is bad because I probably have lack of situational awareness here. Like, yeah, like I don't often stop at lemonade stands and buy stuff, but if I'm in my neighborhood and kids are making lemonade, like,
yeah,
I'll buy it and I'll take a courtesy sip. I may not chug the whole thing just because I know, like, sometimes
I was knocking them down like they were shots at the bar. Threw the head back.
Well, how would you know about that? You don't drink.
I watched it enough.
Okay, I see. That's fine. You observe. So, you can observe me doing that. If we ever go out to a bar, I'll show you how I do it. I get down, dude. I went out Friday. Telling you,
you do a tall boy.
I don't know what it is about this World Cup, but it rekindled my love for drinking because I've been back, baby. I was on a dry spell for a while, but I'm back. I went out Friday.
What is your drink of choice?
Oh, dude,
like beer? Are you doing IPAs? What are you doing?
We went to a bar watching the USA game. And they had a special like $2 domestics. So we were literally me and a buddy ordering like 2 a piece at a time for $2 a piece. And it was like, I don't know how many times we did that, but like enough to enjoy it is what I'm saying. And then after that, I switched to an old fashioned and it was the best old fashioned I've ever had. Just saying.
I feel about strawberry lemonade.
I'll order you lemonades. You can drive me around. You're used to driving Tyvis. You're used to driving Cardale around, so you can drive. Maybe you want to drive me around.
That's the false claim. See, when me and Cardale drive, like he drives.
He drives you?
Yeah, and then he gets out, and then I get in the driver's seat.
That is bizarre. Yeah. I mean, it is his car, I guess.
True.
Yeah.
It's been times.
This is why you're used to sitting in the 2 chair because he never lets you drive.
No, it depends on the situation. Sometimes, like if he on the phone, like if I'm picking him up and he on the phone, he'll just jump in the passenger seat and we'll just go.
Here's the good news, Tyvis. I'm drunk right now, so you can take over at 8:00. You can drive this show the rest of the time. Fans are apparently so mean in one part of the country, we have to rethink having sporting events there. We'll let you hear the audio of why that is next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Slowdowns now starting to populate over in Dublin. That's because we're still watching that crash on that 270 northbound ramp to 33 westbound. That right shoulder is currently blocked out there for you. For our east side drivers, if you're stepping out the door right now, heading downtown, a heads up, we are seeing a disabled vehicle 70 westbound near that 70-71 split, which is my concern. A lot of people tend to pass this area per usual. That left shoulder is currently blocked. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hello, I'm Shep.
And I'm Mark.
We're the friendly board-certified entomologists from Rose Pest Solutions.
Let's tackle some spider myths.
I've got one. Spiders will sneak up and bite you at night.
That's a myth. Spiders are not interested in having you as a midnight snack. Okay, I've got one. You swallow spiders while you're sleeping.
Myth. What spider would enter the snore hole of death? But here's a fact. Spiders can be hard to control.
So call the pros from Rose.
Call Rose Pest Solutions today.
800-966-ROSE.
Hi, I'm Patty, founder of Awesome Tex. I started with a big idea to give old clothes a new life by turning them into recycled fibers and threads. Everyone told me that this was going to be impossible, but Chase for Business believed in me. They gave me a lot of guidance from the beginning.
Get financial guidance from bankers in the Columbus community and convenient digital tools all in one place. Learn more at chaseforbusiness.com. Make more of what's yours. Real customers compensated. JP Morgan Chase Bank, and a member FDIC.
Hey, it's Common Man. Everybody's talking about affordability these days, but the good news is you'll find hundreds of vehicles that fit your budget at GoGermain.com. Drive home in a new sedan starting at just $139 a month. New SUVs from only $189 a month, or a truck for as low as $329. Plus, choose from over 1,700 new and pre-owned vehicles, all priced under $30K, and it's only at GoGermain.com. And with their $1,000 price promise, no one's going to sell you a car for less. Go see my friends today. GoGermain.com.
I'm Jeff Hogan. I've been a journalist at 10 TV for more than 20 years. I moved back to Columbus with my beautiful wife and our two amazing daughters and our golden retriever, Harley. This community brought me back because this is where I feel connected. Where my daughters were born, this is my home. And that is to say, I don't just report about our community, I belong to it. What happens here affects us all. And that's why we care so deeply about getting it right. And when local journalism is done right, it doesn't sit still. It moves. It moves you to act, to verify, to volunteer, to speak up or lend a hand. It moves your mind by challenging assumptions and offering new perspectives. It moves you forward by giving you the information to make decisions and thrive where you live. And yes, it moves your heart through the kind of human storytelling that stays with you wherever you are. And at 10 TV, we're here for all of it. These are the stories that move Central Ohio.
Veterans and active duty service members. When your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Protect your home or business with Ramos Roofing. Trusted roofing, siding, and gutter solutions with free estimates and flexible financing. Call 614-761-7663 or visit RamosRoofingOhio.com today. Ramos Roofing. Reliable, local, built right.
When you first saw her, she was out walking her dog. You didn't notice her at first. But when you finally did, it was too late. Because at that moment, you were speeding. She was out walking her dog and only had a second to let go of the leash. Your foot was on the gas, and her life was on the line. Speeding catches up with you. Paid for by NHTSA.
For over 78 years, our family's been part of your love stories. At Diamond Seller, we offer bigger diamonds, better prices, and timeless designs for every chapter of your life. From your first yes to your forever I do, trust the jeweler who knows diamonds best. Visit Diamond Seller today.
Common Man and Timmy.
How could we be held responsible for
We're not.
what the children not?
I believe the children are
Much like
future.
smoking cigarettes, there's a warning label on this show.
Common Man and Timmy Afternoons on the Fan is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Ohio Heating and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
If your kid is complaining about not wanting to go to school, blast the volume on this show. You won't have any more problems. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
Coming up at 8 o'clock, a radio experiment we've never tried on this show. Tyvis Powell running the board.
Can I do it
running
after
the one chair?
Can I do it after the 8 o'clock segment?
Because the 8 o'clock segment, we have a segment.
The huddle is at 8.
Look, let me show you how this. I'm going to show you how to do it. This is a practice run. Listen, here's what you do.
I thought it was in the playlist.
No. You have to play it.
Okay.
I usually have to play it, but you are at 8 o'clock. You're going to sit here. You're going to turn up channel 5. We're going to unmute channel 5.
Okay.
Keep both microphones on. And then you're going to say something pithy like, yeah, anyway, T-Bone, that's how the cookie crumbles.
The biggest questions in the NFL are answered right here.
And then you're going to do that.
Welcome to the Huddle.
So you just hit the button, and then that happens. And then it plays, and then
I say, Nate, what do you got for us?
No, and then yes, you say, Nate, huddle question number 1, and then you pull down the little thing here.
I got to do it slow. I got to do it slow like that.
And then I'll be like pointing at you like up a little bit, down a little bit. Probably used to that. Probably.
Hey, Evan in the chat said I'm gonna be mixing the board like Omar Epps with juice. You probably don't get the reference.
I'm probably gonna pretend like I forgot I got that reference, but I didn't actually. Didn't get it at all.
You've never seen Juice?
No. What is Juice?
Oh man,
morning juice?
No, Juice is
6 to 8 a.m.
So it's one of those blockbusters.
Okay,
it's like one of those movies that every black person has ever seen.
I feel uncomfortable calling it that. I'm
a blockbuster.
I'm perfectly fine with you calling it that. I believe that's totally fine.
It's got Tupac in it.
Okay, yeah, I didn't see it. Sorry,
man.
I mean,
put it on your list.
I need to put it on my list. What's the runtime? Are we talking like an hour?
This
and a
is
half,
back
2
in the,
hours,
these was back in
3
the 90s.
hours?
So this had to be probably 90 minutes. Probably.
What's a quick synopsis of what happens in this movie? Like who? What's it about?
Tupac robs a store.
I mean,
Nate
first of all, they all robbed the store.
Okay, but Tupac's character,
Tupac went out of character in the robbery of the store.
What do you mean went out of character?
Like they was going in and just robbed the store. Tupac decided to kill the guy.
Oh.
And he didn't have to.
Okay.
But he had the gun and he had the juice. He had the power. And he was like a little off.
Okay.
So like he shot the guy and then they tried to get the gun from him and then he shoots his friend and then.
So the juice is like a substance?
Yeah, you got the juice now. Like
what does that even?
Mean like you.
It's like you're the top guy. You're the man.
Oh, yeah. I see. Okay, I thought you meant he took
Nate know this and you don't.
I don't know. Nate's seen the movie. I haven't seen the movie. I'm trying to tell you. Watching a little World Cup, my brain is just focused on Mauricio Pochettino. I've got no room for anything else, Tyvis. I'm all World Cup all the time. I saw this about Wyndham Clark. He won the other day.
Oh yeah, you hate on his father, Randall.
I don't hate on his father. That's just what happened.
A guy who had open heart surgery.
No, his father, when did he have the open heart surgery?
24, 2 years ago.
Yeah, okay. So I would hope he's recovered. He flew out on Sunday.
Some people never recover.
That's fine. I understand it's
a traumatic
difficult.
experience.
I understand. Of course. Yes. So then Dad stayed home and didn't come to the U.S. Open. Oh, wait, no. He flew out on Sunday because his son had a 7-shot lead, and he's like, I should probably be there for my kid. He might win a trophy. Then he kind of gave it away a little bit, and he came back and figured it out. But the point is, he's a front runner. His dad is a front runner, and he only shows up when his son wins. When his son's tearing up, Oakmont, he doesn't show up for that. But I'm just, whatever. Anyway, good kid he raised. So people at the U.S. Open, this was at Shinnecock, or as I heard one news reporter call it the other day, not on this station, just somewhere in the internet, they showed a woman who called it Shiny Cock, which I thought was a bit unfortunate it's Shinnecock. Anyway. This apparently fans there were being so rude to him, a few of them got thrown out because they don't like the fact that Wyndham Clark has kind of been a jerk over the last few years. Wait till they find out about his dad. But anyway, so this is Sky Sports commentator, analyst Jamie Weir talking about how mean the crowd was to Wyndham Clark at Shinnecock Hills for the U.S. Open.
I really felt for him during that final round because the crowd were just disgusting. I mean, and it's the second time in 9 months that it's crossed the line, and the other time was in Long Island, New York as well, at the Ryder Cup, which I witnessed at Bethpage last year. There's just no place for it in golf. Shouts of, get in the bunker, cheers when he missed putts, don't choke Wyndham, people were shouting at him, police were evicting fans from the course at times, just liquored up fans who probably wanted to see a close contest, and that's part of the reason why they were just hoping that he would come back towards the pack. But as I said, I witnessed it up close at a Ryder Cup there, where obviously, American fans are going to be cheering for America and against Europe. I've never seen an American player on American soil had to deal with what he had to deal with yesterday. And it did cross the line. And, there are question marks whether you can even have tournaments in New York going forward, because the New Yorkers are just poisonous. I really felt for him during that final round.
Okay,
I really felt.
I don't know why he keeps playing. That's insane.
See, this is where it's different. Like, I will never know because I'm not a golfer. Like, in my profession, my former profession, chaos is what it is. Like, I thrive in chaos. All the yelling and screaming, you got to block the noise out.
Sure.
So, like, in a golf match, if I was to become a golfer and somebody was yelling, it wouldn't bother me because I'd be so locked into what I'm doing.
Well, it might bother you because it's a mental game. But I get your point, though, is that, like, other sports, you have to deal with this all the time. Why can't golfers deal with it?
Correct.
Yeah. I'm
right there with you. I'm all for dunking on New York sports fans, but, oh, no, they booed you. Wow.
This is the issue I have with golf, which is, like, come here, show up, turn your phones off, be quiet, wear the right attire, dress a certain way, look a certain way. Don't get out of line. Don't step on this grass because this grass is important. That grass is fine. This grass is sacred. It's like, all right, all the rules you got in golf. And then people who go through all the rules still have a little passion for your sport, which is with passion in sports, you get positive, but you also get negative. It's like a battery that has energy in it. Every energy source you're going to look at that has that kind of stuff, electricity, has a positive and a negative. You cannot get the energy of positive and expect that you will never get the negative. And I think that is such short-sighted BS from anyone in sports who thinks that.
All because he destroyed a locker room.
Well, that and like this analyst brought up, maybe they just wanted to see a closer contest because he was kind of running away with it. But either way, you don't need to harass the guy. I don't think you need to talk about his family or stuff like that, but the idea that people weren't cheering loudly enough for him, we should take golf tournaments away from Long Island because yeah, shut up, man. The passion is what you should want in golf. You should want passionate fans to be there. And yeah, they can't cross a line. I don't think it's crossing a line to not cheer loud. The part of the problem was he hit the winning putt and sealed it up for himself on 18, and people were just like, all right, good job, I guess. They weren't over the moon when Rory won the Masters. So apparently now the golf people are all mad that they weren't super ecstatic for Wyndham Clark. His own dad wasn't excited. Why should the fans be?
God.
The Huddle's coming up next. Tyvis taking the one chair next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, backups really forming in our southeast side, just outside of Canal Winchester, 33 eastbound. So just outside of downtown at Pickerington Road, that left lane is blocked. So keep that in mind as you're heading out the door and leaving the house right now. Also, for our friends traveling eastbound on 670, boy, do I feel for you. We are seeing repairs continuing at 5th Avenue, US 62. That right lane is blocked just in case you're heading out towards that airport. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
This wasn't how Patrick pictured himself in retirement. Instead of playing golf every day, he could barely walk because of his severe knee pain.
It hampered everything because it hurt to walk around the golf course. It hurt to swing, just pretty much hurt doing anything.
But the groundbreaking regenerative treatments at QC Kinetics changed everything for Patrick. QC Kinetics uses your body's own healing properties to help repair and restore damaged tissue in your knees, hips, back, and shoulders. No surgery, no drugs, no downtime.
The turnaround's been amazing from where I was years to where I am now. I've gone from a 15 handicap down to a 7 handicap. That's because my knees allow me to play golf like I haven't been able to play probably in 15 years.
Don't let joint pain keep you from doing what you love. Call QC Kinetics today for your complimentary consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
Grilling season starts now at Billiards Plus. Shop top-of-the-line grills and turn every cookout into a win. Then bring the fun inside with pool tables, shuffleboard, and more. Everything for the ultimate game room. Billiards Plus. Grills, games, and good times. Online or on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Hey, it's Bill Bishop here. If you've been thinking about an RV, now is the time at RCD RV. They've got over 850 RVs in stock. Motorhomes, fifth wheels, travel trailers from trusted brands like Cougar, Georgetown, Springdale, Forest River, and Salem. Trade values are sky high right now, and every RV purchase from RCD RV comes with a $500 ODNR gift card for your next Ohio State Park getaway. This limited time event ends June 27th, so don't wait. Visit RCD RV or shop now at rcdrv.com.
When you get ECO to fix your HVAC system, we give you back all the money you paid us to repair that old system when you finally need to buy a new one from us. Up to $1,500.
Get ECO.
ECO. All those extra years of service for free. On me. GetEco.com.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place. Here with a happy customer.
Wilson's trying very hard.
Thanks, Mom. I mean, Margaret.
Wilson, is this your mom?
Yes.
Mom.
Wilson, your mom should like your windows.
Oh, I wouldn't know. We actually have Pella windows.
Mom!
They've really lowered our energy bills.
I'm going to go wait in the car.
Get the windows that homeowners rated the leading window brand in Columbus at PellaColumbus.com.
Start your summer off right with a brand new 2026 Chevy Trax from McDaniel GM Superstore. Matty Ice here, and this month save up to $3,000 off MSRP or get 3.9% APR for 60 months or lease for just $175 a month for 36 months with $39.98 due at signing. For qualified buyers, terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details. McDaniel GM Superstore is just off Route 23 north on 95 in Marion, or go to McDanielGMSuperstore.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Experience the adrenaline of Barrett Jackson in Columbus, June 25th to 27th at the Ohio Expo Center and State Fairgrounds. See hundreds of no-reserve collector cars cross the auction block and sell to the highest bidder. Take in the lively exhibitor marketplace. Engage with interactive sponsor displays and enjoy a wide selection of food and drink options. It's an exciting, high-octane event for fans of all ages. Advance tickets on sale now for the world's greatest collector car auctions at Barrett-Jackson.com.
High energy bills? Your HVAC system could be the reason. Save up to $2,000 on a new HVAC system with Columbus Worthington Air. Smart homeowners know an old air conditioner can cost you more every month. Don't let it drain your wallet. Upgrade to efficient, reliable comfort with payment options that fit your budget. Backed by our exceptional service guarantee. Columbus Worthington Air and Bryant Heating and Cooling. Whatever it takes. Visit cwaohio.com/radio for details, terms, and conditions. License number 47543.
This is This Date in Reds Baseball with team historian Greg Rhodes.
On this June 24th, 1970, the Reds played their final game at Crosley Field, the home of the Reds since 1912. For 58 seasons, the Reds played at Crosley, and so much history at the old park in Cincinnati's West End. The first night game in 1935, 4 World Series, 2 All-Star games, but the Reds were opening a brand new stadium on the river, Riverfront Stadium, set to open on June 30th. And so the Reds and Giants met in the final game at Crosley. The Reds trailed 4-3 in the bottom of the 8th, but Johnny Bench and Lee May hit back-to-back homers to give the Reds the win, 5-4 in their final game at Crosley Field. This June 24th, 1970, this date in Reds baseball.
This Date in Reds Baseball is brought to you by the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame and Museum, presented by Dinsmore. Celebrating greatness, preserving history, providing inspiration.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Nate Putterball, their sports update. The NBA draft was last night, and with the first overall pick, the Wizards took BYU's A.J. Demansah. Kansas's Darren Peterson didn't wait long, going number 2 to the Jazz. The Cincinnati Reds fell at home last night 2-0 to the Brewers. Milwaukee's Brendan Sorsby had a career-high 10 strikeouts. They'll square off again today at 7-10. The Cleveland Guardians have fallen a game behind the White Sox in the AL Central after dropping their game in Chicago 2-1. They'll continue that series this afternoon at 2:10. Busy World Cup action today sees Bosnia-Herzegovina take on Qatar, Canada versus Switzerland, Haiti square off with Morocco, Brazil and Scotland, South Korea versus South Africa, and Mexico taking on Chechnya. This update brought to us by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Take strokes off your game by taking pounds off your frame with Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Results this summer with the solution for weight loss, Awaken180weightloss.com. Bringing sports news and weapons to the fan, Ohio Sports Destination.
One of these men is bald and fat. The other is T-Bone. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Welcome back to T-Bone and Tyvis. And if you are joining this experiment, you are in for a treat because T-Bone has decided, since he and Fish decide to go on a business trip, they said, well, let's put Tyvis in the one chair. Now,
because next week, you and Joshua Perry.
Yes, me and Josh will be in Wednesday.
Someone's got to be responsible and be in the one chair, and I think that should be you.
You don't think Josh is more responsible than me?
He may be, but your name's on the show.
Yeah, we didn't choose the lawyer.
So now I'm sitting over here, and this is a whole new world, to have all these buttons at my disposal. Like, I don't know what to do with myself. I can actually play the sound, which is, let me make sure I got it right.
I want me some glory hole.
Oh, I knew you'd go for that one first.
I saw it coming immediately.
I feel the power over here. This is great. I'm actually having a good time over here. So, yes, for the rest of the show, I will be in the one chair. And we're going to see how it goes. I'll let the fans judge me at the end of this. Well, I'll be in the YouTube chat. And if you see me typing, it's not me. T-Bone has taken over my computer and has typed as me.
We're still logged in.
The chat.
Tyvis Pal 23, just like 5 minutes ago, said Wagwan. And I think that was a great thing that he said.
I instantly died laughing when I saw that. You are hilarious.
Well, you have mine. You can say stuff in the YouTube chat as me if you want to, I guess.
Well, I feel like that's a lot. See, I see to try to do that, to play the sound, to make sure that we on, that's a lot. It's a lot going on over here. So I see why you don't be in the YouTube chat as much.
Chris G in the chat said, T-Bone, don't interrupt the one chair. So show some respect. That's right. I apologize, Tyvis. I did cut you off.
Well, it doesn't matter because we have a segment and we have something called the Huddle coming up.
The biggest questions in the NFL are answered right here. Welcome to the Huddle.
Sponsored by Advent. Go to adventknows.com because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better.
All right, Nate, what's question one? What's Huddle question one for us?
All right, we've been talking about this Brendan Sorsby thing all morning, but the real question for both of you is, did the NFL make the right decision?
Yeah, yes, they did. I don't care what nobody says. I think that you have to make a hard precedent on gambling is bad. And I think that I even tweeted it out. I was saying, when he got the junction, the judge gave him that junction and allowed him to be able to play. I said, well, if that's the case, if I'm a player, I'm flipping my NIL money because all I'm gonna do is find a judge to grant me a season. I'm gonna play that season and then I'm gonna leave before we can even go to the courts and all that. So to me, I think that everybody, I love the fact that the Big 12 came together on it and said, no, we're not gonna put up with that. And I like the fact that the NFL is we can't let somebody get away with it because if you crack the door open for somebody eventually is going to kick that door open. So I like the fact that they slamming the door shut.
Yeah, I tend to think that rules should matter, especially when it comes to, gambling on sports. I don't like the fact the NCAA basically got told by a judge they can't even enforce their rule on the number one rule everyone has in every sport. Good for the NFL saying, sorry, not our problem. That's your problem. You gambled. You're the one who racked up $90,000 in bets. And again, if you have a gambling addiction, great, go handle that. Why are you trying to handle it with workouts and interviews with GMs? Don't you have a problem that needs fixed? We're not here to sustain that or to help that. No supplemental draft this year. Good luck going forward. We'll see you in 2027 when you're eligible for the actual draft. You can come back then. Could have been in this year's draft, by the way, couldn't he?
He should. That's the thing. And that's
could have gone this year if he was so good.
Me. It's Dude, you knew you gambled.
Yeah.
Why would you not leave? Why would you? Listen, this is advice for anybody, any player out there that's doing some stuff illegally. If you know you're doing something illegally, you better leave that season because it's going to catch up to you.
Yeah,
so that was dumb. All right, Nate, Huddle question number 2.
George Kittle has been watching the World Cup. He was on Part of My Take, and he had this to say: if you can put grass in MetLife and in SoFi, I think you could do that year-round if you really gave a blank.
That's fair. I know how you feel about that.
I love natural